Hi, I'm Cassandra, Chief Training Officer of SH Retail Academy. Our programs are created based on day-to-day challenges that our retail industry face from top-down management. And what we did is that we went to conduct surveys, interviews, and also research on what the retail outlets are facing. First is to minimize the cost associated to the task. Second is to create convenience for the person receiving the task and also the person doing the task. And last but not least is to save time when doing the task. Our trainers focus on hands-on experiential learning, and with this, our learners will be able to explore about themselves, to understand more about their own strengths and weaknesses, and then they will get the know-how skills from our trainers, what they need to do next to reduce the mistakes, the work mistakes, and then to improve on their strengths, to create new work habits and better ways of doing things. For retailers, I believe that a lot of retailers out there have started to notice the change of retail landscape, especially after the success of Alibaba. And with this, to keep in par to the knowledge of global retail would be the key to sustain in retail industry. It's because our consumers are changing the way they communicate, the way they decide, the way they purchase things. And retailers need the know-how skills on how to integrate their online store and their in-store to give customers a consistent omni-channel experience.
Hi, I'm YY Lim, the Chief Operating Officer for SH Retail Academy. Our vision is to be the leading learning institution in Malaysia to fulfill the needs and interests for a sustainable retail industry, while our mission is to nurture our individuals to the discovery, advancement and application of knowledge that meets the needs of the retail industry. The founders of Senheng sits on the board of directors of SH Retail Academy, while myself as the Chief Operating Officer and Cassandra as the Chief Training Officer. So I've been with Senheng for about 9 years, in addition to a diverse portfolio in different management fields. Cassandra has been in the training industry ever since she graduated from her MBA, professionally certified in a wide range of certification, including NLP, HRDF train the trainers. So by synergizing all of our team strengths, we strive to be the #1 retail-related programs training provider in Malaysia. So all of SH Retail Academy programs have been custom-built and tailored specifically to the retail landscape, therefore differentiating us from other training providers in the market. SH Retail Academy have the advantage of insight and data from Senheng success case studies, combining it with the latest knowledge, theoretical and market trends to bring meaningful programs to its customers.
Today, most retailers face many challenges. Firstly, the store traffic getting less and less every year, and they have no solution to overcome it. Secondly, by right, they have to digitalize their business, but it's very difficult for normal retailers to transform. And thirdly, consumers are very demanding nowadays. Along the shopping journey, they want perfect customer service. So these are the difficult or obstacles that faced by most of the retailers. I have few objectives behind. First is I want to improve the overall syllabus. I want to see the quality of trainers improved. I hope the overall productivities on every classes will be better. My advice for SME, first, this is right times to introduce new retail solutions to meet customer expectations. Second, it is good times to digitalize their business. And thirdly, they have to improve the overall customer service to retain their customers.
Welcome to E-commerce Automation Solutions. My name is Imei.
And my name is Hui.
We are from SH Retail Academy. Just to give you a little background about SH Retail Academy. We are actually a spin-off from Senheng's internal training department, and we started our operation since last year, January 2020. From the aspiration of our chairman, Mr. K.H. Lim, to share the most updated retail knowledge, skills and solutions to all the retailers so that we can transform and go to greater heights together.
So let's see who are with us today. Oh, we have our friends from MRCA. Yeah, so give us some likes and you can even type something in the comment box.
I also see that we have friends from ALOC. Can you give us a like and comments as well?
And then we have also friends from Alexan and also Pet More. So welcome to join us today.
And not to forget, for our friends who bought this book, Digital Journey. Thank you for buying this book and attending today's webinar. So welcome everybody on board. So Wei, I want to ask, how do you feel today?
For me, I'm feeling quite excited today because you see there's so many of our friends here with us today. And at the same time, you know, the COVID numbers is like getting lower and lower. And by the way, you all know that you can already start registering for the vaccine in your My Sejahtera app itself.
Yeah, it seems like things are getting more positive in terms of COVID. But at the same time, I also read news that, you know, in this period, there are also more and more businesses, they are closing down. Yeah, even though they have a lot of outlets out there, but because their e-commerce is not strong enough to support it, so they have to close down. Indeed, this is a very sad news for retailers because it is their baby business and they have to close down because of MCO. So I think this is what it means for retailers is that this time we have to transform, you know, to modern e-commerce.
Yeah, I believe that's very true. That's why you can see even for SHRA, we have also moved most of our trainings online, and because of this, we are able to meet all of you here without any geographical constraints.
Yeah, so I can see that a lot of friends here have written like, hi everyone, hi Wei Jian.
Yeah, hi Milk Tan, hi Matthew.
I also see Zacharia and Mahira. And also, of course, hi Chairman, I saw your comments. Thank you everybody for watching with us today. So before we start, I just want to explain. Later on, we will have a Q&A session because before this program, we have compiled a few questions from MRCA members, and later on, we will address these questions during Q&A session. So let's first look at the overview of Advanced Seamless Business Solutions. As you can see here, there are a few modules, a lot of modules here. Okay, so fulfillment last mile, marketing automation, e-commerce, CRM, many modules right here, and this whole program is 10.5 hours. But of course, today's program is 2.5 hours, which will comprise of four things: e-commerce operation solution, e-commerce website with Google Analytics, e-commerce automation solution, as well as CRM.
Yeah, so Imei, I can see that there's new retail, the word new retail here. So why is it so important for us to look at new retail nowadays?
Let me ask you a question. What's the first thing that you do before after you wake up?
For me, after I wake up, I will check my phone to see, you know, is there any like latest messages that I missed out, and even like scroll through my social media.
Your phone, right?
Yeah, phone.
Okay. What is the last thing you do before you sleep?
Before I sleep, so after I brush teeth, I will check my phone to see whether is there any message, or even go to YouTube to listen some music first.
Also your phone. Wow, so you can see that even nowadays, we all cannot live without phone. We are indeed living online, in this online world. So what it means for retailer is that, why are we talking about new retail? Because this is where customers are, and we have to be there for them. So talking about retailers, do you know how we can consider a retail who is using new retail?
If they have an online store, are they considered as new retail?
Online store only. I think not yet, not considered.
Not yet. How about if they have an offline store, but now they are going online? Is that new retail?
I think almost there. This is where we talk about, you know, some people think online, offline is new retail. So this is exactly what Senheng used to make this mistake, which almost caused the business in a very huge trouble. So because we have online shop also, so online shop, they do their own things. And offline shop, they also work in silos. So they don't talk to each other. When they don't integrate with each other, that caused a huge problems. So what is new retail exactly? So it is actually a cross-channel business model that integrates online, offline, as well as the shopping activities. And the objective is to provide a seamless shopping experience for our customers. So we can give them options where they want to shop, what they want to shop, and how they want to shop. And new retail has 4 elements. Yeah, online, offline, big data, and logistics.
Yeah, so let's see, how has our Senheng transformed into the new retail journey? So Ini, here I can see like there's 2 lines on the slide. So there's a red line and a green line. So is there any difference between the red line and the green line?
Yes, of course. You can see the green line keep increasing. That is the number of retail outlets Senheng has. So you can see we are at 105 outlets right now. So under the carpet, which is the red line, is the store productivity.
But I can see like there's a drop around like 2,000. So is there something going on at that time?
Yeah, actually that time we have a sales drop, and after that we start implementing our business model transformation, where we introduce our fixed price policy as well as our loyalty program, and after on we introduce business process re-engineering as well as digital transformation.
Wow, no wonder the sales like went up all the way after that.
Yes.
But then I think there's another drop right between like 2014 to 2016. So what happened over there?
Okay, so what happens is that after we have improved our business performance, and during these 3 years consecutively, our sales dropped 6% every single year. And our chairman wondered, hey, how come Senheng had this kind of sales decline? Yeah, so she went out to the market, he went to look at the competitors, and he realized, it's only Senheng is not doing well. Our market is doing really well.
How come?
Yeah, at this time, and he wondered, how come we got a traffic drop to our stores? And he came across this talk by Jack Ma. You know Jack Ma, right? So Jack Ma said, pure online trend is over soon. What we need to do is to go into new retail.
Wow, no wonder I can see like the store productivity has increased all the way to 984,000 per outlet after that.
Yeah, and that's also after the talk, our chairman went to China to learn about new retail and customize a seamless business model for Senheng. So that's why you say 984,000, the improvement. So this is the power of new retail transformation.
So let's see, when did Senheng started to transform? So over here you can see that we started digitalization transformation in 2015. So up to today, it means we are about already 6 years.
Yes.
Yeah, so why did we go into this transformation? Is because before that, you already know we have 105 outlets. So imagine each of the outlet, they have their own processes, their own way of managing things at that time. So it's very hard for us to go and control and standardize the things, like very chaotic.
I think for customers also confusing, one outlet is different from another outlet, right?
So this is where, because of that, we decided to go and simplify some of our business processes. Then from there, we standardize some of it. And after we standardize, we are able to automate some of the processes. And just by doing this, we managed to achieve accuracy, effectiveness, and efficiency in our business.
Yeah, so talking about transformation, like business keep changing, keep improving. right? At the same time, it's because customers also keep changing. So now we'll talk about customer journey, omni-channel customer journey. So Hui Yi, what do you see from this graph?
From here, I can see that the customers are moving online, then they go offline, then they go back online. Yeah, so I believe that is something related to me as well, because like normally whenever I want to buy something, I'll go online to do some research, read some reviews. Then I feel like maybe I want to go offline to go and test the product. So I'll go to the store to talk to the salesperson and test the product. And after I make a purchase, I will also go back online to leave my reviews about the experience. Yeah, so even for me, I'm also moving online and offline.
Yeah, so this is exactly what customers are doing right now. So for retailers, we know that our customers keep moving online, offline. So what it means is that we need to be where they are. It's like online, offline channels. We need to show our presence so that they know, got this shop, our retailer is still here. Yeah, and the second thing that I think is important here is to have a consistent message. No matter whether it's our online channel, offline channel, everything must be consistent so the customers will feel that, this process is very seamless, they won't get confused, right? So this is how we need to look at this omni-channel customer journey.
Yeah, so here we're going to share with you a few case studies from Senheng so you can see how our chairman lead and pioneer omni-channel in Senheng.
Yeah, so our chairman, Lim Dage, Guru Lim. Okay, we talk about O2O, online to offline revolution, because customers are using this way and we want to provide a seamless shopping experience across various channels. Today we will share with you 5 case studies from Senheng.
So let's look at the first case study. So this is where, when customers, they go to our Senheng website, they want to buy a product. So when they're searching for the product, they'll be able to see that the website has a coupon, a voucher for them over there. And customers, they can go and download the voucher. And the good thing about that is they not only can use the voucher online, but they also can use the voucher for our offline store. So it's like online and offline, no issue.
Yeah, that's very good. Let's look at the second case study. Not only that they can redeem vouchers online, offline, they also can purchase their products online and collect offline.
Wow.
Yeah, so recently one of my friends, she bought something on Senheng, from Senheng.
Okay.
So this friend, right, she wants to adopt a healthier lifestyle. And a thing about Malaysian is that we love food, right?
Or the fried, salty food as well.
Yeah, fried food, right? So for my friend, she loves fried food, but at the same time, she wants to go healthier, right? So she saw this product, air fryer from Senheng website, and she quickly purchased it. And she saw that can collect O2O. So she was very happy. She clicked already. And within 60 minutes, 1 hour, she received a phone call. The store manager said that, hey, miss, your product is ready to be collected. Wow, then she was very happy. Wow, 60 minutes so fast. And she quickly used her lunch hours to collect the product, and straight away she go home and then she start using the air fryer.
Wow, so it's like very convenient. So I believe even for me, it's a very convenient concept, because imagine for me, I like to do a lot of shopping. Yeah, so sometimes I know that the delivery person will be coming over today. But then the problem is sometimes during the day, I have a lot of things that I need to do. So sometimes I need to go to grocery, go outside to get my groceries. Sometimes I need to go office to work. So it means I cannot be just waiting at home the whole day. Yeah, but if a company has this click and pick option, it means I can go and collect the product at my own convenience. So it's very, very good for business as well.
Yeah, it's really, really convenient, and it become a trend for the customers right now, because for me, I would also prefer this option. So this is how Senheng also know about customers' trend, and we aim to have 30% of our online orders fulfilled through this method, O2O click and pick. And do you know that Senheng is the first in Malaysia that offer as fast as 60 minutes?
Yeah, so let's look at the next case study. So this is where we want to focus on hot selling items. So like Apple products, every time the moment that they are launched, customers will quickly go and buy, so it runs out of stock very fast. So what we offer to our customers is that they just need to pay a small amount of deposit so they can book the item first, and they can come to our offline store to go and test, feel the product, and look whether they want to buy any additional accessories, or maybe they want to use their membership points to go and make the remaining payment as well. So it's very convenient for them.
Okay, so the next case study. Before we talk about that, can everybody take out your phone and browse through your phone and look at how many apps you have in your phone? And then could you type the number of apps on the comment box? Yeah, whether it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 or even more. Type the numbers in the comment box. So Hui Yi, how many apps do you have?
For me, let me see. I think I have about, 30 apps.
30 apps, wow, is that a lot?
For me, I consider quite a lot because my phone is running out of the storage space as well.
Okay, so what apps do you usually use?
Okay, so because I'm a shopping person, so most of the apps I use is like Taobao, Shopee, Lazada, even Zalora as well. So how about you? How many apps do you have?
For me, I see that, wow, I have about 25 apps, wow.
Also
less
quite
than
a
you
lot.
lah.
So what are some of the apps that is the apps that you frequently use?
I'm not as like a frequent shopper as you, but normally I like to use social media apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, because during this time we cannot pergi sini, pergi sana, right? So I need to use this social media to connect to my friends, my family, to see what's happening out there.
So let's see, how many apps?
I see Cairo got 100 apps. Wow, that's a lot, like 3 times more than you. Wow, well done, Cairo. Yeah, who else? That's a lot of apps. So you can continue typing inside the comment box. So when you talk about so many apps, like Cairo have 100 apps, but the question is, do we use all the apps in our phone?
So for me, one thing I realized is that sometimes some of the apps are not very active. Like the moment after I download and I just leave it there, it's like 1 month, 2 months, there's no notification. The retailer didn't even push me any like vouchers. So then because I'm running out of storage space, right? So I'll tend to delete all these inactive apps.
Yeah, same for me also. So if let's say there's nothing happening, inactive apps will be deleted. Oh, I feel that very sayang
Like
for
the business,
retailers.
they spend so much money to go and develop their apps, but customers are not using your app.
Yeah, we also can see our audience, Garov and Lei Yong-eng, also have at least more than 30 apps, more than us, they are more active. So for me, right, if let's say we as retailer, our customers delete our apps, it's like very sayang, very hard pain for us. So this is where Senheng leverage, Senheng app to remain a active communication with our customers. So what we do is that we blast out these 250 ringgit vouchers for our customers. So if I'm a customer, I have an app, right, that always give me vouchers, always give me promotions, I think I don't want to delete, right? Yeah.
So same thing for me. And you can see the power of just 250 ringgit vouchers. We have managed to generate 113 million of sales. You can see the power of just 250 ringgit vouchers.
113 million. Wow, I think this is a huge potential sales that we can generate. And so for retailers, so how do you think that this is a good way for you to start implementing? Do you want 130 million or more sales? Yeah, so the question here is, this is a very effective way, I would say. And so this is some like inspiration or some idea for all of you to take note, and perhaps you want to use this idea for your
Leverage on
business.
your app. Yeah. So then the last case study, we want to talk about customers after they make a purchase. So we just don't want to let them go first. What we want them to do is we want them to leave us a positive reviews. So normally you can see what are some of the other retailers doing out there is they will have competitions, they will have lucky draws to encourage their customers to drop them a positive review. And even Senheng, this is where we are using our KOC, Key Opinion Consumers, to leave us a positive review on their Facebook as well.
I think these reviews are very important. So to me, right, when I do, before I buy something, definitely I will look at their reviews, So if today I'm a customer and I see there are a lot of positive reviews, so I will have confidence and also trust towards that retailer.
Yeah, so for me, even when I want to buy something, I will always buy from retailers that have a lot of positive reviews as well.
So what these 5 case studies tell us is that all these omni-channel customer journeys, they're related to one another. For example, user-generated content, they provide review. So for our potential customers to look at it, so when they want to purchase, they can choose to redeem vouchers online, offline, they can choose click and pay, they can even choose to pay deposit and also redeem their vouchers in the Senheng app. So these all cover this omni-channel customer journey. So the question here is, what kind of options can we create for our customers?
So now when we are talking about being online, because this is where our customers are nowadays, then the question is, we want to ask, how is our e-commerce system like? So Ime, I can see that there's the word modern over here. So what's the meaning of modern? Does that mean we have like a traditional e-commerce system?
Do you know when e-commerce started?
I believe it's around 1990s.
Yes, so I think at the time, more common or famous e-commerce will be eBay, Amazon, or Alibaba, Alibaba.com. So at the time, traditionally, what happens is that when you walk to an online store, okay, they will recognize you and you purchase something. They will recognize you as Hui Wan.
Yeah.
Right? After maybe 1 month, you go to an offline store, and they will recognize you as Hui Tu.
Okay. How come is there like a Hui 1 and Hui 2? Shouldn't I be the same customer?
Yeah, because the system, they don't talk to each other. They don't know that you are the same customers, so they can't recognize you. Yeah, so they put you as Hui 1 and Hui 2.
Wow, that means if I have been a regular customer for this retailer, but they don't recognize me, it means like they cannot even give me a personalized recommendation. So I feel like I'm not being valued by the retailer.
Yeah, that's exactly why we need modern e-commerce system. Because when we have this modern e-commerce system, no matter where you go, online or offline, they will recognize you as the same person, give you the right recommendation, and will value you, give you a better service. So talking about modern e-commerce system and a lot of retailers, we would like to transform. But there are 3 challenges, obstacles that why retailers cannot transform.
So the first one is like lack of know-how, like how do I do it, or what are the knowledge that I need. And the second one is lack of talented CTO. So CTO over here, what it means is Chief Technology Officer. So because if you look at most SMEs out there, not all of them have a CTO. Then it means who can give them the the support that they need, who can help them to materialize their ideas and help them to transform their business. And the third one is lack of funding. So lack of funding is like money, because if without money we cannot transform our business, right?
Yeah, no money, no talk, right? Okay, so basically these are the 3 challenges. And when we talk about challenges, I think one important thing for us is also to look at the potential growth. Yeah, the 4 key drivers, how we can help our business to accelerate our growth. The first one is win online. I think the reason is very simple, because our customers is all over online. So how can we win online? How can we show our presence online and customers can find us, they can get good deals from us online, because online market is limitless.
Yeah, and since because you're saying the online market is limitless, it means that we also need to look at how we can drive supply chain resilience. This is where we need to simulate a high demand, and we need to make sure that we are able to cope to fulfill customers' orders. Because let's say we have like upcoming 3 sales coming, so your order will be like times 10, times 100. So are you able to cope for the orders? So this is the question for you.
And after that, how can we expand our offerings? Yeah, because we know customers are changing, maybe their preference, their taste. Now maybe got some trendy products, right? So how can we cope with that demand, and how are we offering all these options for our customers?
And because all of you here are today with us for this 2.5 hours, so we're going to share with you some exclusive secrets from Senheng. So we're going to share with you how Senheng managed to transform their business.
And today we will, like what Hui shared, is that we will share a lot of case studies from Senheng, because Senheng is the #1 in consumer electronics, and we would like to share with you so that you can have some ideas or inspiration, how it can help you, how you can adopt some of the ideas into your business. So when we talk about e-commerce, I think the first thing we need to know is what are the types of e-commerce out there. Yeah, which one is B2B? Can everybody, my friends, everybody, can you see which one is B2B and type the answer inside the comment box?
Alright.
So Hui, do you know what is B2B? Can you explain a little bit about this?
B2B is basically business to business. So this is where we need to buy a minimum order quantity from like the manufacturers or the distributors. So we cannot buy 1 or 2 items only.
Okay, so B2B means business to business. So let's see here. What are the options we have here? You know, Lazada, Alibaba.com, MPAJ, Senheng, Muda.my, Carousel, and MyEG.
So let's see what are the answers from
Wow.
our participants.
I see Cairo. Cairo is always the first one to answer our questions. Cairo said Alibaba.
So let's see, is Alibaba the right answer? So yes, the answer is Alibaba.
Wow, Ong Ba also say Alibaba. Okay, everybody answer it correctly. But I have a question. I thought Alibaba and Taobao it's the same. We always thought they are the same.
Actually, Alibaba and Taobao is different. So if you go to Alibaba website, you realize that you need to have a minimum order quantity. So you need to purchase like 50 or 100 items. But in Taobao, you can buy 1 or 2 items from many different sellers. Yeah, so actually they are not the same.
Okay, now I see. Okay, let's look at the next one. Customer to customer. So we have Muda.my and Carousel. So basically like seller, like I can sell something to you over this using these platforms. Next one.
B2C, so this is like Senheng, we're selling to all our customers out there.
Business to consumers. And the next one is government to citizen. Alright, really, do you recognize this?
Wow. This sounds like last time whenever I go for a meeting or whenever I go outside to buy groceries, I need to park at the shop lot. So every time I got to go and scratch the coupon. So let's say my meeting is like 2 hours, then I need to scratch 2 pieces of this coupon.
Yeah, sometimes I feel our meeting maybe longer than 2 hours, maybe it becomes 3 hours, 4 hours. And what we need to do is like we say, hey, wait, I need to go out and stretch again and put on my car dashboard. So I feel that wow, this one is very mafan and also it's very troublesome because I need to prepare the coins and do all these things. So this is what we used to do. But government also follow the trend, that our needs, right? So they are also transforming. Like nowadays, I don't no longer use these coupons. What I use is to use a smart Selangor parking app. How many of you also have the same app? I use the same app, and Senheng is part under Pandan Jaya, so we are under MPAJ. Yeah, so that's where I use this app to pay for my parking. Anytime, anywhere. I could even pay for your parking.
Wow. So that's like very convenient for us. And the last one we have is B2B2C. So this is like Lazada. So you know why we say Lazada is B2B2C? Because in Lazada, they will acquire merchants. So they are B2B. And all these merchants will then sell to consumers like you and me. That's why it's B2C.
Yeah, so we have looked at the 5 types of e-commerce, whether it's business to business or business to consumer. So what kind of e-commerce, modern e-commerce system we need to cater for different types of e-commerce? So let's look at the basic infrastructure of a modern e-commerce system.
So the first thing, of course, your e-commerce system need to be able to support all the products that you have, help you to list the products, and at the same time, you want to look at how you want to launch your promotion campaigns, how you want to manage your customer data and your loyalty program as well. So then after we have looked at all this front end, we want to look at the back end as well. So back end is like, how can we offer our customers store pickup, easy payment gateway, or how can we even track our customers that are moving across the different channels that we have.
Yeah, so after looking at this basic infrastructure, I think for us to take a first step, I think there are some questions that we need to consider as well. So at the launch phase, who can help me to build this? Who I need to hire to do all this project? And how can I set up a seamless operation? And how much is the cost? Because just now you say funding is one of the challenges. So the cost is very important as well. And how long would it take? For Senheng, it takes us like 5 to 6 years to transform. So how long do we need to take to transform our business?
So then after we have launched our business, the next one is we want to build our business. So this is where we have to ask ourselves, how are we going to manage our customer data? Or how are we going to optimize our sales and promotion expenses? Because we always want to have the highest ROI.
Yeah, so after that, when we want to grow our business, how can we increase our loyalty program impact? And how can we monetize our user-generated content?
And then last, of course, we want to expand our business. Then we have another question, which is we want to ask ourselves whether our e-commerce system able to withstand change. Because change is like constant, it's always happening around us.
Yeah, and I always remember our chairman always say, everyone has a right to dream big, to dream our business to be very big. And Chairman also believe that every business we need to transform. That's why we have SHRA and we are launching so many things so that we can help each other to transform. So let's look at the next slide.
So when we want to talk about e-commerce, right? So of course you want to find the Pang Lang Zang option.
Yeah, because you know Malay. What is Senheng? Can you explain? It's Cantonese, right?
Yeah, so it's like affordable, good, and efficient as well.
Yeah, I think for Malaysians, these are some of the things that we are looking forward, because some of the platforms, they may be very good, but maybe cost a bomb in my pocket. So today we have 4 types of e-commerce platforms: in-house, commercial, open source, and SaaS, software as a service.
So the first one we're going to look at is in-house. So when we talk about in-house, here you can see the good thing is we are able to achieve 100% customization. Because if we were to use in-house, we have our own team of developers to help us to go and create our e-commerce platform.
So when you talk about this 100% customization, also you need to acquire a lot of developers. So it means that it takes a long time, right?
Yeah,
because
you need to start from scratch.
Build from scratch, and also it means that a lot of money are involved.
True.
Investment
because
cost.
You need to hire a team of people, and you need to do a lot of try and error. So I believe like this is not the Pang Lang Zang, and
I think it costs millions of ringgit in this.
Very expensive, and takes a long time for you to transform as well.
Yeah, so this is expensive, I think. So how about the next option?
So the next option we have would be commercial. So this is where I believe you have heard about SAP, Microsoft before. But if you look at all these providers, they are all not local providers. So it means we have to pay them, like a licensing fee as well. And you can see the licensing fees is in USD, 500,000 USD.
I think it's about 2 to 3 million like that. Wow, I think this is also very expensive, right? So I think SAP, Microsoft, they are very well known. They have a very good security, but at the same time, we also need to abide some regulations by them. It means that there are times where we want to customize, we also could not, because we have a limitation over there. So commercial e-commerce platform is also, I feel that maybe it's not the best option for the SMEs right now.
It's still very expensive.
Yeah.
So other than this, we also have the open source. So this is where we talk about open source, where we get a set of codings from an open source like OpenCart, Magento, and even WooCommerce.
Is the cost lower than the other?
Yeah, so of course it's lower because it's like you're getting the set of codings, but the problem is security will be an issue.
Security, it means that, but for me, I think as a company, as a retailer, security is very important and something that I don't want to mess up with. So can you imagine that if let's say I leak information, or maybe my secrets, my business secrets leak outside, I think this will cause a lot of headaches. I think the operation also need to stop just for these issues.
Yeah, so I believe it's like not very convenient, and the worst part is you don't have a lot of customer support as well, because you are only depending on your own team of people. So maybe this is like not, although it's cheap, but maybe not so.
Because security is like a concern for retailers. How about the next one? Software as a service, SaaS. Wow, I think this should be the most Pang Lang Zang platform for all the retailers, because I think it has the lowest total cost overall, and it's a plug and play model. So what it means is that I just need 2 things. I just need my laptop or computer or a Wi-Fi. Yeah, then I can straight away use this system already.
And because remember, just now we were mentioning about the security issues.
Yes.
So here you can see you don't have to worry, because over here we will have daily backups of all our data. And the best part is we can use it every time, anywhere, anytime as well.
Yeah, I think this is also like a rent model. So for example, give you an analogy. So you can see that we are using some electricity over here. You can see our lights, right? So do we buy the electricity power station? No,
Because
right?
it's like too expensive.
So what they do is that we rent the electricity from TMB. Yeah, so this is the same concept, is that we rent this service from a solution provider, and we can straight away use this. And I think this is a lot faster. It's the fastest, it's the efficient, and also the lowest cost. Yeah, so software as a service is the most Pang Lang Zang platform. And today we want to share with you the 10 best modules by Senheng that we have experimented and come out the 10 platforms that give us the best ROI, and is using SaaS model. So let's look at the first one, e-commerce operation solution.
So this is where, for retailers, whenever we want to start doing our business, we need to go and list our products, right? So how are we going to manage all our products? So this is a question for all of us to think about. And after we have list our products, then because all our customers are in different marketplaces, so we want to be present at as many marketplaces as possible. Okay, and then after we are there, the next thing we want to look at is how can we offer our customers more sales and promotion as well?
Yeah, so the first one, PIM, Product Information Management. So this is the first step we want to go into e-commerce, because we need to upload all our product information or our product catalog, to our website. But at the same time, I feel that this is also the most headache, most troublesome process for all the retailers. Why is it troublesome?
Because normally, I believe for most retailers, you definitely have more than one supplier. So whenever you want to get information from your suppliers, you have to call so many different suppliers, and then after that, you have to manually go and consolidate all the product content, and you have to upload all the product content as well. Yeah, so it's like very time consuming over there.
Yeah, so the first one, wow, why is it difficult to consolidate? Yeah, I can imagine that if, let's say, a supplier call me and say that, hey, I have 10 SKU, new SKUs, do you want some? And then maybe I choose 5, right? So normally the retailer, the supplier will say, okay, I will send you by tonight. Right? You wait until tonight, no message, no WhatsApp, no email, nothing. And the next day you ask again, hey, where is the product information? The next day and next day. And Malaysia, we always tell people, I'm on the way. But actually we're still at home. Yeah, so this is also the trouble or problem for us to get hold of our supplier or to get the product information from them.
And so it means sometimes our competitor might be faster than us and we already lose out compared to them.
Yeah, so it's very sayang if we lose out in that way. And also sometimes when we get the information, we get in different formats. Like some of us that send email or maybe different format or also links,
PDF maybe,
or Excel sheet, and sometimes the information is not complete. Wow, you see the information is only the price, the model, and maybe some basic features. Maybe the picture also not very high quality one. So in this way, we need to ask the suppliers again and again. So I feel that there's a lot of ding dong over here and there.
Yeah, so after we have collected all the data, then this is where we need to manually upload the product content as well. And imagine if we have stores in 3 different marketplaces. So Lazada, Shopee, Prestamo. What it means is that we have to go to Lazada, key in the product one time, go into Shopee, key in another time, and then go into Prestamo to key in again. Wow, and this is just like one product only there. Imagine if you got 500, 1000 products, how many times you want to key in?
It's still like the same kind of work, but you're doing multiple times. Means when you're doing multiple times, there may be also multiple errors along the way, right? And the last one, I think, is definitely a very time-consuming process. You have to key in so many things. And imagine if let's say a retailer has 1,000 or 10,000 SKUs, how many people do we need to do all this work?
Yeah, and I believe that just to list one product, we need about 30 minutes, right? Because we have 11 steps that we need to do. So 30 minutes means that if we have 500 SKUs, how many people do we need?
I think we need about 31 people just to do this job.
Yeah, so you can see it's a very, very tiring process for our own people. And why we say 30 minutes? Because if you look carefully, 11 steps, it means that each step is only 3 minutes. 2
to 3 minutes, and how many words can we type, right? Within 2 to 3 minutes. So I feel that last time, Senheng, before we transform, we also have this problem, and we also hire more than 20 people just sit there and key in the product information. And why do we need to spend so much time? So I have this experience. So recently I bought something online, and I realized that a lot of retailers, they do not, have a comprehensive information online. Yeah, so you feel that everywhere, it looks the same, it doesn't tell me much. So there was one time, I think recently I bought a green screen. Yeah, I bought a green screen because I need to do a lot of virtual things. So when I saw the picture, it's the green screen with a stand. But when the product comes, right, it's only the green screen.
Without the stand?
Yeah, exactly. When I look at it, I'm like, I don't know how to use this. So I was shocked because a lot of information is not complete online. So I think it's also something that is very important for retailers to look at, because customers need to rely on this information, to decide what they want to buy online. So definitely retailers would need to spend a lot of time to focus on this product content. So overall, we have looked at all these processes, all this information. I can imagine like a lot of information in my head right now. And also this is a very frustrating process. This is only the first step, we haven't even sell yet. This is before selling. So how can we overcome all all these challenges. Here, we're going to share with you the Product Information Management, PIM.
Yeah, so you can see the objective of this PIM system is where it enables all your businesses to go and manage your inventory, and also provide you with a portal for your supplier to come in and enrich the product content directly in the portal itself.
So with this solution, what can it help us? So it can help us to upload, store and enrich product content. We no longer have to contact different types of suppliers. What we need to do is we just ask our suppliers to this portal to upload all this SKU, all this product information to this portal, and they can see that what are the information we need. There's a template over there, so they just have to key in everything. You know, what we need to do is that we just have to go in and look at the products and say, oh, this is something that I like, okay, approve. Or maybe this this image quality maybe not so good. Maybe we can say reject and ask the suppliers to resubmit again. So using this way, I think workload lah, manpower lah, all can significantly be reduced, because what we need to go into the portal just to click approve or reject only.
Yeah, you don't need to call so many suppliers already. So after we have approved the contents already, then this is where we are able to consolidate all the product content and auto sync it to all the different departments that require the information. So it means everyone will be looking at the same piece of information, so there is consistency in product information. You don't have to worry like something is missing, maybe the product model is missing or the product code is missing.
Yeah, at the same time also of course auto sync to our e-commerce website, right? So the next one, okay, so definitely we can achieve a very high efficiency because all the processes are very smooth already, the information is consistent already. So we can achieve a seamless workflow. So after looking at product information, we already know all these things will be in a good hands, you know, because why we talk about this PIM is very important, because it's important for us to do things right in the first time. So if the first step is right, the other processes will become more smooth and become correct. So the next one we want to look at is Marketplace Hub.
Yeah, so Marketplace Hub is where all our customers are, right? So I believe a lot of customers, they'll be like me, going on to Lazada, Shopee to check what are some of the latest promotions over there. But for retailers, it will be very hard for us to manage all our portals, all our stores in the different marketplace. Yeah, so you can see some of the problems that we normally face are like there's a lot of updates that we need to do. So it's like very difficult, very tiresome process. We need to keep going in to update, and then because we are doing it manually, so sometimes there will be inconsistency in pricing. And another problem is how are we going to allocate our stocks then? We have like a marketplace in Lazada, Shopee, so how much stocks should we allocate?
Yeah, so talking about updating products, why do we need to have so much hassle? Because you know Lazada, Shopee, Presto Mall, they have a different kind of requirements. So that's why we need to upload one by one. So for example, Lazada requires image to be of white background. Yeah, but the Shopee don't have this kind of requirement. Okay, the format when they upload all this information is also different. Yeah, so this is also the challenge for retailers. You know, marketplace, I think to us as a consumer, we're very happy because Lazada, Shopee got a lot of sellers, a lot of products to buy from. But for retailers, so it means that there are a lot more work for them to do. So to find the customers to be online, to have online presence, they have to do a lot more work to update all these products.
Then other than updating, another problem we might face is how are we going to allocate our stocks? So let's say we have stores in 3 different marketplaces and we have 30 stocks. So how are we going to allocate? Do we allocate like 10 to each marketplace? Or should we allocate 30, 30 and 30? Because you want to make sure we are able to sell all the products. Yeah, but by doing this, we might face an issue where we oversell. We don't have enough stocks to fulfill customers' order.
Yeah, and also in marketplace, because we have different marketplaces, so there may be a challenge or chance for us to key in wrongly. Inconsistent pricing. So for me today, if I go to this retailer store, Lazada, okay, 2,900, and then Shopee, 2,700, I'd be very confused. Actually, is this the same model? Why the price is different?
Yeah, you might be wondering, like maybe is this with some defects? That's why it's cheaper, right?
So I think these are all the challenges we face as a retailers in terms of marketplace. So here, I'm going to share with you or show you what Marketplace Hub can do for us. Yeah, so the objective of this is to establish an omni-channel order management system so that in using this consolidated portal, we can manage all the information, even orders across different marketplaces.
So let's look at how does the solution work. So here you can see the product content is auto-sync across marketplace. So remember, you mentioned that different marketplace has different requirements. So over here in Marketplace Hub, the portal will help us to reorganize the information based on the requirements of the different portal. So like Lazada want this information, they will massage the information and push to Lazada. Then Shopee wants a different information, they will help us to massage, organize again and push to Shopee. So it's like very convenient over there.
So what it will mean is that we just have to key in one time and system will help us rearrange and then push to different marketplaces. Wow, the system can help us to do the job. That's excellent. Alright, what else can this system or solution do for us? Okay, how can we maximize our stock level, like what you say just now, 30, 30, 30 or 10, 10, 10. So in this Marketplace Hub, we will be able to have an overview about our sales. For example, normally what we do is that we go Lazada, check how many sales do I have, go Shopee, check. So using this Marketplace Hub, and straight away I can see how many sales I get from Lazada, Shopee and Prestomo, so that I know that which marketplace is doing well. For example, Lazada is selling very fast. Here I saw already, I can straight away allocate the stock differently. Okay, so this is how we can maximize stock level.
And other than that, another thing is we can ensure that the pricing across our different marketplace is the same, because we just key in the pricing in one source and the information will be automatically synced to all the different marketplace. So now customers, they don't have to worry, how come they go to Lazada, the price is different. How come they go to Shopee, the price is different. Yeah, so now when customers, they see it's the same pricing, then they'll be more, they have more confidence to buy from your business as well.
Yeah, so overall this Marketplace Hub really offers a lot of convenience, and it's also easy for us to plan our work and also our processes. No more so many manual processes already. So after Marketplace Hub, I think what's more exciting is sales and promotion, right?
Yeah, so you can see like Malaysia is like a heaven for shopping, because we have a lot of public holidays, we have a lot of shopping malls. So every time, whenever there's like public holiday, a festival, I always like to do a lot of shopping. So like that's the happiest moment for me.
Yeah, and I also always receive notification, ting, Lazada, flash sale, ting, Shopee is like where a lot of things are coming up. So that let's look at what is the challenges for our retailers when we manage sales and promotion. Because for me, when I look at promotion as a customer, my eyes sparkle.
But for retailer, I think it's like a headache to them,
Yeah, why? Because it is very hard to attract customers, because marketplace is a very fast changes, a lot of updates, changes. So how can we keep up with that? And also another thing is that with so many promotions going on, how are we actually arranging or managing the schedules? And how do we have a consistency in pricing, same pricing across our online and offline stores?
So let's look at some of the problems that normally retailers will face. So because like what Ime has mentioned, marketplace is a very competitive place. So a lot of retailers are also offering a lot of different type of promotions, and the problem is if we are not able to join this promotion, it means that we might miss out, because customers, they won't have the interest to buy from us.
Yeah, recently I had an experience where I helped a friend to buy a guinea pig food. Yeah, so this is a very special product has to be, it's from Taiwan. So when I buy the first time, I bought about 4 packs. 4 packs. So, and then after a few months, she asked me to buy again, and I look at the price. It's like, wow, so much cheaper. Then I was like, wow, very tired, very babala. Then after that, I feel like, wow, got promotion. I want to buy more. So can you imagine if, let's say, there are a lot of retailers out there that are offering so many promotions, but if we don't do that, we definitely lose out in that sense. And also especially during Lazada flash sales or Shopee, because they will have certain retailers who join this flash sales. So I remember one time I was in Subway Pyramid, and then the person approached me and said, oh, Lazada got this promotion, download the app and stuff like that. Then she said, these are the 30 retailers that participate in this. So for me, if I want to get promotion, it's very easy. I want to see who are the retailers, what are the things I can buy from them. Yeah, so can you imagine how competitive it is? So the question here is, how can we keep up with that? How can we attract our customers through these sales and promotion activities?
Yeah, because if we want to join so many different type of promotions, then we have another problem, because we want to, how are we going to control all the promotion schedule? And you know, most of the time promotion will start midnight, like 12 a.m. So normally what retailers will do, they have to wait behind their laptop, see is it 12 a.m. already, or haven't, or see 12 a.m. already, then only they can activate the button. So let's say if you want to join like 20 promotions in a month, wow, that means it's like 20 times in a month we have to sleep after 12 a.m. just to activate the button.
Wow, I cannot imagine this. This is a lot of work, right? And also, if let's say accidentally we forgot about this and we overlooked this, so we may miss out also, because if we forgot to update our pricing, to join these promotions, Lazada during flash sales, when flash sales happens, Lazada will just lock the price. It means we no longer can join that.
Yeah, so it means like they miss out of the promotion, and sometimes if we forgot to change back the pricing, then that will be an issue for us as
It's
well.
a loss of money, I would say that. So these are all the troubles when we want to manage all these schedules. And the last thing here is about pricing across O2O, online and offline.
Because I remember, I see sometimes some of the retailers out there, what happens is they offer you a promotion online. Okay, but then when you go to the offline store, suddenly they tell you, oh, no promotion, the promotion is limited to only online only. Then I feel like, very unhappy lah. How come the promotion is only online? Because I remember last time what happens was I wanted to go to my cousin's wedding, so you know I want to buy, you know, like the prettiest gown, the prettiest gown. So then I look at this retailer, they got promotion off. So I thought that if I go to the store, you know, I can try the product, so I can just directly buy from there. It's more convenient for me. But then when I go to the store, after I try, I found, you know, the gown that I really like. But then the retailer tell me that, sorry, you saw the promotion, right? It's only for online. Yeah, our offline store don't have. Then I was like, what? I come all the way here, and then now you don't want to give me the promotion. So I'm very unhappy lah. Then in the end, no choice lah, because I don't want to pay so expensive. So I just go and find other, you know, retailers to buy.
But will you go again next time?
Probably not lah, because it's like they make me come all the way, but then they don't want to let me buy.
I feel that it's a bit disappointed, right? And I think what happens here is that why retailers are doing this, because sometimes when we want to compete online, we want to become competitive, we purposely reduce the price online maybe by 10% or 20% to attract people. Yeah, so but in the end, this approach will hurt, you know, our offline stores, because customers like you will be disappointed, will be angry, will be frustrated. Yeah, so this is a question for us. Today, if you want to have loyal customers, it's a long-lasting business. If you're using this approach, could we really have loyal customers? Will our customers be happy and satisfied?
Yeah. So if you want to avoid all this type of issue, this is where I want to introduce you the solution then. So the objective of this sales and promotion module is to provide you a channel to help you manage and update your promotion period, your promotion price and conditions easily.
So with this solution, what we can do here is we can automate the whole process. No matter you want 10 promotions, 20, 30, even 100 promotions in a month, right? Everything can be automated. You know, the poor guy, you know, we don't have to wait until 12 o'clock and then click activate. No longer have to do that. With this solution, we can automate. It means that we also have more time to manage, to think about, you know, more attractive promotions,
strategies.
Come up with creative ideas for that.
Yeah, so other than that, what we are able to do is we manage to achieve a O2O price consistency, because now once we key in the price will automatically link back to our ERP system. So then it means that our online and our offline price is the same. So customers don't have to worry. They go to your offline shop, no promotion anymore.
Yeah, so it means that every customer will be happy and satisfied. And then I think the key here is seamless. So customers will feel that no matter what channel they buy, they feel that it's the same treatment, same thing, so I can enjoy the same benefits. Yeah, so this is a very important. And the next one, of course, you know, with all the sales and promotion, we can generate high volume of sales.
Yeah, because we can participate in as many campaigns or promotions that we want. For example, the upcoming one will be like a Shopee. They're having a 3-3 sale. So are you ready to join then?
Yeah, and also for us, maybe we want to have a special thing happening in our Shopee. So maybe we want to have a different kind of promotion, Shopee, Lazada, or even our own e-commerce website, we have different things. So in this, we can also have the option, the flexibility to set all these things, all these settings, and we can even put the settings is like by category lah, by product, by even store. So here you can see that there's a lot of potential in here. So no matter what kind of promotion, what type, how you want to do, is all can be done through the settings. It means for us, we can use the meaningful time, no more manual processes, use the meaningful time to come up with a better ideas, better marketing strategies. Yeah, and then I think sales and marketing it's like the superpower for our business. Wow, can you imagine that it's like we are Superman, superpower, so definitely can drive sales, and when we have a lot of sales, wow, we're very happy, with sales and promotion, can attract a lot of people.
Yeah, so after we have looked at our sales and promotion, the next one we want to look at is our e-commerce website. So I believe most of the retailers, they already have an e-commerce website. But the question is, are you able to track the performance of your website? Because normally a retailer, they'll be so excited, they set up the website already, then they'll just wait behind the screen, waiting, our customers coming or not. Then we see why our customers are not coming, but we don't have the tracking mechanism over there. So we don't know why our customers not coming, or what are some of the pages that customers like, So it's like very difficult for us to go and analyze their preference over there.
I think here one of the point here is that tracking performance is important for retailer because we invested a lot of money inside the e-commerce website already. We also want to know what is our ROI, got ROI or not, or our money is actually dumped into hang sui hoi, deep sea lah. So we want to know our ROI. So that's very important for us to track the performance. So let's see the first one.
So the first one is difficulties in analyzing performance. So this is where, if you notice, some of the websites, they don't have the tracking mechanism. So this is like as though we are driving without having a speedometer. So we don't know where are we going to go and how fast are we going to go as well.
And whether we are going in the right direction or wrong directions. Right, so the next one here is talking about filtering and navigation options. So as you can see in this slide, wow, the information is like overload on the website. I know some retailers, we want to give all the information inside the website, but the thing here is for customer, when I look at this website, I'm confused. I don't know how to find the products that I want. It's like there's so much information.
And they didn't go and categorize nicely, so it's very hard for us to find the product that we want. And do you know that according to HubSpot, 75% of users never scroll past the first page. Wow, so that what it means is like 10 customers going to your offline shop, but 7 to 8 customers leave your shop without buying anything. Wow, so that's like a loss for the business if we are not able to track our customers.
So there's like a lot of reasons why sometimes our sales is different. From our the traffic that comes into our store. So these are some of the reasons we can think about. How is our e-commerce website doing, and are we tracking our data properly? And the next one is very important for us to predict our customer behavior.
Because nowadays we have like different customer segments. So we have like the B40, the T20, or sometimes like millennials. So each of this segment of customers, they have different lifestyle, they have different buying behavior. And if we are not able to track them, it means we won't be able to know what are their preferences. So then how are we going to give them the right products or the right recommendation then?
So the question for all of us here is, do you have the right customer insights to offer or recommend your customers the right products?
Because for retailers, I believe what you want to do is to sell the right product at the right place at the right time for your customers.
So today, how can we even have a better insights from all this data? So here, e-commerce website with Google Analytics. The objective of this is to integrate this Google Analytics solution with your e-commerce website so that you can track and even improve the performance of your e-commerce website in terms of content, products, and so on.
Yeah, so remember just now we mentioned about the PIM. So over there we are able to categorize our products nicely. So once we categorize all nicely, and when we come to our e-commerce website, this is like everything is already arranged nicely. So we have a filtering options. Customer can just key in the keyword of the product that they want, and they will be able to see all the related products already. So it's like very, very convenient for them. They don't have to scroll like, until the 12th page just to find the product that they want.
Yeah, for me, right, when I look at this Senheng website, on the slide, you can see that, wow, it categorized properly by the category. But for me, usually when I buy, right, when I scroll, I want to buy one product, on the website, and I usually see, wow, got different categories. And I'm a bit kepo lah, busybody. I want to know, wow, what are the products they offer. So after searching for the product I want, I would jump into another category, another category, another category. And sometimes along this process, I realized, this product macam I also want. I think this product is also something I like. So end up, because of this, I buy more things.
Wow, so maybe you wanted one item, but now you buy like 5 or 6 items, right?
Yeah, so this experience is very, very important for our online customers. They're very user-friendly and can generate more sales from here. So next one is how can we collect the data from our customers' traffic?
So this is where we are going to use Google Analytics. So with Google Analytics, what it means is we are able to track where are our customers coming from. Are they coming from our email marketing? Are they coming from our social media? Or where other platforms are they coming from? So when we know where our customers are from, it means we are able to go and see which marketing strategy is the best. So then we can push all our efforts on that area. So other than that, we also know who are our new customers and which of the customers are returning customers. Yeah, and we also know which page is like the top view page,
And I see something interesting here. Bounce rate, like some of us, what is a bounce rate? It's because for example, and why is it important? Because for example, a lot of people view our page, but if the bounce rate means the people drop out from the page is high. So it means that there's a problem there. So imagine that if let's say you see the top view page is your juicer, but at the same time the same page is also, the bounce rate is also very high. So you know that, juicer is the trend, because nowadays when we need to work from home, we want to have a healthy lifestyle and quick. So I think juicer is one of the very good options for the working adults. So from here you can see that, why bounce rate is so high? It's because no stock.
No wonder.
Right. Yeah, no wonder. So having this data, it gives us a very good insight is that we know what happened, what's wrong, and then what are the right actions we can take, so that we can quickly settle all these problems and also can help us to generate the sales.
Yeah, so the next one, other than Google Analytics, we want to use Google Tag Manager. So with Google Tag Manager, this is where we are able to track customer behavior. So let's say you see your customers has been adding a lot of the items to their cart, but they are not checking out their cart. Maybe they have left their cart there for like 5 days or 1 week. So what you can do with this data is now you can push a promotion or voucher to the customer, or to even send a reminder to the customer that, hey, your cart is over there waiting for you, you want to check out your products or not. Yeah, so by doing this, we send customers reminder, then it will increase the chances of they purchasing from us, so we have better profits for our business.
Yeah, I always got a lot of notifications like this. So I think this is a very good method because sometimes we always add to carts, but we tend to forget to check out.
Yeah, because maybe we thought that we want to add more products, so we just leave it aside. But sometimes we are too busy, that's why we just totally forgot. So it's good to send all these type of reminders as well.
With these reminders, it also can help us increase the conversion rate. So here, next is we're gonna look at case study. How do we measure e-commerce performance? And today we're gonna share with you, what Senheng use. And traditionally, Senheng used traditional media, but since last year, we use 100% digital media, and today we would like to share with you what are the results, what are the ROI from all these online digital marketing campaigns. So together we will share with you 4 case studies.
So the first case study is with Facebook. So you can see this case study is actually featured in Facebook Malaysia as well. So you can go there to read the full case study as well. And over here with Facebook, we are using store sales optimization. So store sales optimization, what it means is we'll be showing customers an advertisement and we are driving them to our offline shop to make a purchase. So you can see this is very different compared to other digital medias out there, because normally when we always do a campaign, we want customers to go to our online shop to make a purchase. But now we are doing the reverse. We are driving them to our offline shop to do the conversion.
The first campaign that we use is Senheng Merdeka campaign, and it lasted for 1 week. And the objective of this campaign is that we want to find the right target audience. And also number 2, we want to find who is more likely to visit our offline store. And in the end, number 3 is who is more likely to buy from Senheng. So with these 3 objectives in mind, we also use the store sales optimization. And let's see what the results from here.
Yeah, so you can see the result is we managed to achieve 31 times return on ad spend. And compared to all our previous campaigns, we have managed to achieve 52 times higher return, and the cost is 66% lower. Wow, that means lower cost means higher ROI for our business.
That's a good result, I would say. And the next campaign we'd like to share here is a Senheng Seamless Festival Flash Sales. You may wonder, why seamless flash sales? Like maybe never heard before. This is very special for Senheng. If you remember the story where Chairman went to China to learn about new retail and he came back, customized this seamless business model for Senheng. So this is where we started to have this flash sales, and it is very exclusive for Senheng.
Yeah, so with this strategy, what we are using is location-based marketing. So what we do is we will push an advertisement to customers and within 15 km radius of a store. So we push them the advertisement and we ask them to come to our offline store to make the purchase. Yeah, so you can see the results also speaks for itself. We managed to achieve 60 times return on ad spend, and compared to previous month, we managed to achieve 6 times increase in order, 5 times increase in revenue, and 36% increase in reach as well.
Wow, so I can see that all these 2 campaigns have a very good result. And what is the third case study? Of course, we cannot miss out the good brother of Facebook, which is Google. Yeah, so what campaigns do we do with Google? So here we can see that there's Adventure Begins Key campaign, right? So what we do is that we put our advertisement on this masthead YouTube. Do you know what is masthead?
Masthead is like the most obvious place when you enter YouTube. That's the first place where you see. So it's the how to say,
the most obvious place, and most people will look at the ads. And here we want to generate awareness, and you can see the results here, because throughout this 3 months campaign, we managed to generate 61 million ad impressions, 7 million unique reach, 1 million page click. Yeah, watch page click. I will always see the watch page. Yeah, and also we accumulate over 4,000 subscribers, 2,000 plus shares, and the cost is as low as 1 cent.
Wow, so that is like very affordable for most businesses.
It's very impressive result, I would say. It's less than 1 cent. How many cents do we have, right? So I think this is a very good result. So let's see the next campaign.
Yeah, so the next campaign is about Ramadan. Ramadan is like the busiest festival in Malaysia because everyone will be busy doing their shopping. So over here you can see that we also partner with Media Prime and Prime Pack to offer, to place our videos in the top Malay
YouTube
channels. Yeah.
So here you can see that actually what we want to do with this campaign, our objective is actually to increase the awareness, our brand awareness. So we also display a lot of ad format, targeting, and different target audience. And of course, when we talk about Ramadan, I think about food. When I think about food, I'll think about women, right? Because usually women are the one who prepare the food. So let's see, what are the 3 different categories of women that we target?
So normally we have, when we talk about women, we have like business, career women, and then we have like the mother, or even the daughter.
The single, you mean?
Yeah, single.
Single.
So you can see, because each of these women, they play different roles. It means their preference, their buying preference is also very different. And that's why when we want to target video to them, we also created different videos. So like, single, of course you want to look cantik kan. So that's why we will create videos about explaining about products like hairstyler, so that they can become more cantik.
Yeah, all those beauty products, you love all those things, right? Yeah. And for career women, because time is a very important factor for them, they want to have easy cooking, because they need to do work and also manage the family. So the products that we push to them is more towards easy cooking. And for mother, of course, mother is always a lot of love. They want to prepare the food and give all the love to the children and the family. So they will look more into their home appliances, right? Or cooking kitchen appliances. So here you can see that 8 different target audience, we push different products so that is more relevant and catered for them. They feel more special, you know.
Yeah. So they will also buy more from us, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
after the campaign, what we do is we conducted a survey because we want to know how good was our campaign was. So we asked our participants 2 questions. So the first one is, which of the following advertisements have you seen recently? And we managed to achieve 49.7% of uplift. Yeah, and the second question, of course, we want to ask our customers is, how likely would you purchase from Senheng in the future? And here you can see we have managed to achieve 18% uplift as well. So you can see the results really speaks for itself.
Yeah, so we have seen all these 4 case studies from Facebook and Google. And what can we learn from all these 4 case studies? Okay, you can see here there's a move from traditional to online with digital media. So even with digital media, it also can help us to generate ROI, not only to our online, it also to our offline stores. So now the question for us to think about, how or what kind of strategies, digital or online marketing strategies, can we use for our business? So you can see, like Senheng, we have used a different formats or different strategies. So what are the strategies you feel like, it's very relevant to me? Hey, maybe I can try this. And here, when you try this, I would really encourage all of you or challenge all of you to use these strategies for your business. And with that, we can see a ROI for to drive the offline sales, especially now during MCO. We can see that there's a drop in traffic to our offline store because of movement control order. So this is a very good way for us to trigger and to excite our customers and to see the results of our business.
Yeah, so it's time for you to explore your online marketing strategy.
And now I think for us to take 5 minutes break, right? So I think we have heard a few modules here. So now we would like to take a 5 minutes break. So we will see you in 5 minutes around 4:50. Yeah, so see you back and we will continue off with other
the second
content.
half,
The
yeah.
second half.
Alright,
See you.
see you.
Welcome back from the break.
Yeah, so just now before the break, we have already looked at PIM, we have also looked at Marketplace Hub, the sales and promotion, and we have also provided you with some ideas on how you can leverage on your online digital marketing. So now it's time for us to look at some of the back-end operations as well. So this is where we want to look at how can we process our orders to make it more effective, more efficient as well.
So here in this e-commerce automation solution, it comprises of 3 things: EC auto order processing, accounting connected, and auto payment matching. When we look at the EC auto order processing, so when we grow sales, like just now we have implemented the online marketing strategies, attract a lot of people, sales and promotion, a lot of sales already. So perhaps it's not a problem for us to get the sales, but it could be a challenge for us to fulfill all these orders. So imagine like you say 11, 11, 12, 12, or even the upcoming 3, 3. These shopping festivals, we could have 10 times orders, more than normal. So how can we cope with all this workload? Do we, hire 10 times people to help us to do that?
That seems like a bit not so possible because it's like more cost for the business.
Yeah, or do we force our staff, to work 24/7 to fulfill all these orders? Wow, I think this is also like a headache for a retailer to think about, and when you use so much human in this order processing, maybe there are human errors, so there could be inaccuracy of information. So how about the tedious workflow? So what workflow do we have to, to fulfill all this order? So perhaps we also will be delayed in informing our customers. So all in all, these are the challenges that we face.
Yeah, so let's look at the first one, inaccuracy of information. So normally when customers place an order, what happens is we have to go and key in all these orders inside our own ERP system. And sometimes because human errors, right, and we are rushing, we want to do things fast, so we might end up actually keying in the wrong information. So let's say the customer purchased a kettle and the code for kettle is KAJ. But when we are keying in our system, we key in as HAJ. So you can see just one alphabet different, we have processed a different order. So now we didn't realize, so we go and ship the product to customer open the package and they see it's a hair dryer. They also get like a shock, like I want to buy the kettle to boil water, but now you give me hair dryer. So how are they going to boil water with a hair dryer, right? So customers will become very unhappy. Then this is where you also need to go and process refund for customers. You need to pay for the shipping cost for customer to send the product back to you. So you can see a lot of work that you need to do and you haven't even earned the money, you already earned the work.
Yeah, and also after this, right, when we talk about what happens in a warehouse, so imagine that we have, today, sales very hot, right? A lot of orders, 100 orders. So in warehouse, I want to process all these orders. So look at the first order, the product A, B, C. So what happens is that I will go to the shelf A, over there, over there. I go all the way there, collect product A. Alright, then I come back and then I see, product B, it's over that side, your side, right? And I go all the way there and collect product B and come back. And then after that, I go that side, product C. The warehouse is so big and I have to walk here, walk there. So never mind. Alright, after I do this, right, still okay, order number 2. B, C, D. Oh no, I have to go again. B, C, and D. Can you imagine how much time and also effort that I will waste just by jalan sini, jalan sana?
Yeah, so it's like not very efficient as well. And do you know, according to research, they found that a picker typically spends 60% of their time just walking around because like you mentioned, they walk to A, then they go to B, then they go to C. And what it means is like if the person has to work for 8 hours in a day, it means 5 hours they are just walking around, not doing anything productive.
Yeah, I feel that if let's say we got 11, 12, 10 times order, how can we cope with all this? How can we fulfill our customers' orders with this kind of tedious workflow?
And the last is of course delay in keeping customers informed, because you see we have so many things that we need to do, everything is manual, so sometimes we might forgot to update our customers. So let's say we already packed the customer's product, we ship out to them, but then we are too busy so we didn't update in the platform. So customers, like me, when I purchase, right, I always want to check to make sure like the orders is already processed because I want to receive the orders as fast as possible. But if the retailers, they forgot to update in the system, so customers will be worried like, oh, so when's my product arriving? Do you even have the stock? So they might become a bit unhappy over there.
Yeah, I have a friend told me, I tell you, I recently buy some product, I always refresh. So this friend, because they love to buy, like the new things. Okay, Xiaomi band is like a hot thing. And then she was so excited, then she quickly go and pre-order and purchase it. So she every day very anxious and then check the status. Order processing. Okay, next day, order processing. Next day, order processing. After 7 days, still order processing. Wow, she like very geram and like very angry. Then she feels that, this retailer don't know got processed my order or not. So she was very angry and then she cancelled the order. Yeah, and then she quickly buy from another retailer and she got it immediately.
Yeah, but for me, if I cancel from this retailer one time, it means that I would no longer go back to this retailer because I don't feel like it's trustable anymore.
Yeah, and how many of you always check the status? Maybe we are also like customers like that. So this is also an important thing for retailer to think about because our customers really want to know get this customers information updates. So how can we keep up with this? Right, so with this EC Auto Order Processing, objective of this module is how do we wheel track and process our orders and how do we get updated at all times throughout this journey from receiving order all the way until delivering the products.
Yeah, so you can see this is what we want to share with you, something about Senheng. So this is our shipment rating and you can see we have managed to achieve 100% rating for shipment on time. So why do you want to share this piece of information with you is because remember we also mentioned to you that nowadays customers are all online. So let's say they have a happy experience with you, they'll leave you a positive comment. So when customers they see, this seller, the rating is like 100%, they'll also feel more confident to purchase from you. Compared to if you see another seller, the rating is like 30%, 40%, I believe you also don't have the confidence to buy from them, right?
Yeah, and here we want to share something because I saw our chairman wrote inside our comment box is say that in last year, December 2020, Senheng handled 19 million of orders. And just now I said, how do we handle 10 times orders, right? So for Senheng, we didn't increase our headcount, but by using this e-commerce automation solution, we are able to handle 19 million of orders. So this shows that this solution can bring us this high efficiency in order processing. So bring back to the warehouse scenario. If let's say today we have 100 orders, what we will get, instead of walking here, walking there, right? So what we will get is like a picking list. For example, of these 100 orders, product A got 25. So we go to shelf A to get 25 products. Okay, after done already, then I process item B. Item B is I go all the way to take 10 of them. So with this, we can save a lot of time from walking here and there. So that is why we can fulfill so many of customers' orders.
Yeah, and we also managed to automate our fulfillment. So this is where, once we already start processing the orders, so the stock level will be immediately reflected. So it means that we can prevent situations like customers make a purchase with us, but we don't have the stock for them. And after, we have already packed all the items. So this is where we have already picked all the items. So this is where all we need to do is we just scan the product code and we were able to assign all this product to the right invoices immediately for packing. So it's like very, very convenient for your business. Yeah, so you can do this faster as well.
And how do we keep our customers updated? They always check, right? So what happens here is that we can do a bulk update. So imagine after I process 100 orders, I can just click one click. Okay, select all these 100 orders and click update. And we instantly update. So it's a lot faster in terms of processing our orders. So I think it's very, very good. So for me as a customer, I don't have to worry anymore. I will see that, okay, there's a progress, my products, so that we won't risk customers from, cancelling our orders in that way. So all in all, we have seen that how we can actually automate our order processing. So the next part here will be
auto payment matching, because after we have already we fulfill all the orders to our customers, we of course want to receive payment, right?
Yes, money, right?
Money. So but the problem is normally whenever we fulfill our orders, we won't be able to get the settlement report immediately. So normally what happens is because marketplace, right, they will consolidate, they keep maybe 2 weeks once, they send us the settlement report. And by that time when we receive the settlement report, we have so many orders that we want to fulfill again, so we will tell ourselves like, okay, this one I can put aside first. I go and fulfill my orders, more important. So then by the time 2 weeks later, we start to accumulate more and more the settlement report, then only we want to check. Sometimes we might end up finding that there's some querying transactions. Yeah, and then sometimes, because different charges by different channel, so what it means is that the payment that customer pay us is not the exact amount that we are receiving as well.
Yeah, if we have to match this one by one, see different charges, it means that it definitely takes up a lot of time for us just to do this, just to process or match these payments. Yeah. Okay, so first one, let's look at querying transactions. So Hui, what are the scenarios that this may happen?
Yeah, so querying transactions is like, sometimes this customer, they have made a purchase from your store, but then maybe after browsing a while, right, they decided that they want to cancel the product. So they immediately cancel the product, and because it's within the given, the time period, so Lazada has already refunded the money to the customer. But then because we have so many things that we want to do, so many things we want to manage, so we didn't realize that Lazada has already refunded the customer. So we continue to go and process the customer order, and what it means is that your customer will receive free money from Lazada and also your free product. Wow, so this is like a very painful process for your business, because imagine if your product is like one item, 5,000 ringgit, 10,000 ringgit, and you have like 10 of these cases or maybe 5 of these cases in a month. So it's very, very expensive price for your business.
Yeah, exactly. You see, never earn the money, right? So much work to do. And the next part here is that because we are engaged in different marketplace like Lazada, Shopee, or Presto Mall, so they have different like shipment charges or different commission, rate. And also for our e-commerce website, we'll use service providers like IP88 or PayPal. So all these different channels, they have a different, charges. So for us, right, if you see that the website selling 2,000, and this is not exactly the amount of money that we get because we need to deduct all these charges. So what it means also when we match a payment, we have to consciously remember, always refer back, what are the charges, what are the rate. So definitely that like a lot of workload in this.
Yeah, so other than that, of course, then it's also very time consuming for us to match payment, because we have so many things that we need to match. We need to check our settlement report, we need to check our purchase order, even the invoices. So sometimes when the payment not matched, then we have to go argue with the marketplace. Hey, did you even give us the correct amount or not? Or maybe we go and argue with our team members. Hey, are you sure you checked correctly or not? So there's like a lot of time wasted over there, so it's like not very efficient for a business.
There are also like many reports to match here, match there. So overall, I feel that this payment matching, think about it, also don't feel like doing it already, right? So it's like there's a lot of work. So let's see what are the processes can help us, or what the solution can help us to ease our burden in here. This is where auto payment matching comes in. So the objective is very simple, it's to automate order and payment processing across different channels, so that we have an overview, so that we can very fast in this payment matching process.
Yeah, so let's see how does it work, right? So here you can see we'll be able to receive all the orders from our marketplace hub and also the settlement report, and our system, our solution will help you to match all the order ID. So then they'll help you to see and auto flag if any transaction is mismatched. So now what you need to do is you just need to check the mismatched transaction, and the rest you don't have to look at it. So let's say you only have 5% of the transaction that is mismatched. So it means you just need to spend 5% of your time to just look at that amount of mismatch only, and 95% of your time you can do something that is more productive for your business.
Yeah, I think the most important thing that is more productive in our business is what? To earn money, right? Yeah, instead of going over all these payments. Yes. The next part is that whether we might think of this question, can this system support, all the transactions? I have huge transactions. No problem, because we have data lake computation, and it can empower millions of matching and reconciliation.
And of course, we are able to consolidate all the transactions into one single view. So what it means is now we don't have to log into Lazada to go and check the payment, log into Shopee to check the payment. Everything is easier for us to view in just one dashboard. So it's like very convenient for us.
So after this payment matching, and then the next thing I think we need to do is accounting, because this is mandatory requirements, for government. You need to come up with a P&L document and so on. Yeah.
But normally this is like a very tiresome process for business, because like they have to hire so many accountants to come in, help them to go and key in all their transaction records into their accounting software.
Yeah, I would say that this is a very labor intensive, like a lot of manpower are required here. A lot of manpower means a lot of human errors may happen. So when we have human errors, so we have the risk, to make mistakes and make us have this penalty and legal issues. And the next thing is that, wow, with so many things, so many transaction records, how are we organizing it? Is it organized or not organized? Yeah, so all these are the challenges we face when we talk about accounting connector.
And so you can see, again, we mentioned about labor intensive. So you can see from the first module right up to now, everything we talk about is like human, because this is where if we don't automate our processes, we have to, get human to do the work for us. And imagine, you can see it's like we want to convert all our transactional data into the required accounting format. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, so in the past, even for Senheng, we also hire like 2 to 3 accountants just to help us to key in all the transaction data into our records. Wow.
And the next one, when we have human errors, oh no, there are a lot of mistakes that could happen. For example, duplicated entry means that we key in 2 times, or error of reversal means debit I key credit, credit I key debit, and also error of omission means we forgot to key in completely.
Yeah, so when we forgot, of course, sometimes when we audit, they come and check, then they will fine us because they think that we purposely want to miss out all this information.
Yeah, so I think these are also the issues that we don't want to get into, right? Because what we want to do here is to grow our e-commerce business, to do things that are more productive. So these are some of the things we need to think about. How can we make sure that, how can we minimize all these errors? What are the things that can help us with that?
Yeah, so then the last one is, of course, disorganized past transactional records. So this is like, normally for business, we have so many different suppliers. And then after that, we also have a lot of like different banks that we work together with. So we normally will open each one file for each supplier, and even for the different banks, we'll open different files. So let's say we have an error that we want to trace back. Wow, so it means that we need to go back and open all the different folders, all the different files to see where is the error. So it's very difficult for us to trace back the error.
Yes. And just now I see Ong Bao also say gain powerful system. So let's see what powerful system we are going to look at now. Okay, so let's look at the accounting connector. So the objective is very simple. We want to have a connection, between our system as well as our accounting software. So our accounting connector can support a few accounting softwares, for example, Wavelet EMP, AutoCount, Zero Accounting, QuickBooks, and SQL Account.
So let's see how does it work. So over here now, we can reduce the workload of transferring data to accounting system. Why? It's because all we need to do is just click one button to download all the data and click another button to just pump all the transactional records to our accounting software, so it will be converted automatically. No more worrying about how should I go and key in, or how many people do I need to do all this for me.
Yeah, no need to hire a few accountants to key over and over again, right? So after that, we can see the next one is like can minimize accounting errors, so we don't have to worry, ayo, just now the debit correct or not, the credit correct or not. Because when we use this system, this integration, one button, right, it means no human, means no error. So this is very convenient and very simple for us.
Yeah, and then of course the last one is where we are able to trace back our transactional records easily. Because by using this system, what happens is it will help us to categorize and filter all our transactional records. So let's say if you want to track back yesterday transactional records, we just put it in the filter button and they will help us to pull out all the relevant information. So you don't have to worry, you got like 30 folders, 50 over files, how are you going to trace back? Now you just need to go to your your laptop to just filter it out for you.
So all in all, we have seen that how powerful this accounting connector can give us, or how much convenience it can bring to our business. So we have seen all the e-commerce processes. The question here is, how do we make our e-commerce process seamless? And what are the processes right now when we look at our current business? what are the processes can we, minimize, or what are the processes can we improve so that we can make it seamless, and how can we provide the flexibility for our customers in terms of providing delivery, self-pickup, or even we give them a multiple payment options.
So after we have looked at how can we, automate some of our orders, processing of the orders. So then the next thing we want to look at is managing our customers, because customers is like the king for a business, right?
Chairman always say customers are our lovers, and in new retail we are using customer-centric business model. So in this CRM, customer relationship management, it covers 3 parts. Okay, the first part is member reward and point redemption. Number 2 is member registration app, and the last one is member utility app.
So nowadays when we talk about CRM, we want to ask ourselves, why do we need CRM? Okay, so the most important thing I believe you need to know first is that regardless of how big or how small your business is, everyone needs to have a CRM system. We need to know how we can, sayang and keep our customers happy. So here you can see, because just now we mentioned that normally our customers, they have different segments, so like B40, T20, or sometimes like millennials. So only when we have a system to go and manage our customers, then we are able to know what are some of their preferences, their shopping behavior, and we are able to offer them the service or the value that they are looking for. And this is how we can make them to become our long-term customer.
And the next part is here. I think the next question that some of us may be thinking, can this CRM bring me money or revenue? How can we use this precise management strategy to increase our business profits? So later on you will hear, and you know actually Senheng, we increase a lot of our revenue because of CRM. And next part is when we use CRM, what we want to do, the first step is to recruit all our customers, and also retain them and reward them. Of course, when there are benefits, they'll be very happy. So how can we convert our customers to a loyal customers that will always recommend Senheng or our business, like they are become our fans, like, hey, let's go to this shop is very good, I'm very king. So how can we have this pool of customers? It's because CRM.
So let's look at what are some of the pain points that normally retailers will face when managing their customers. So because most of the time whenever we want customers to go and sign up our membership, we'll give them like a paper.
Yeah.
So we give them paper, ask them to fill up, and after they fill up, what we do, we just keep all this information in like a big cupboard behind us. So we just leave it there. Leave it there to collect dust. So that means what it means is that customers, when they walk to our shop, it means we won't be able to recognize them because all our data is like in the cabinet, right? So it means that we don't know, is this our customer, is this even our regular customer or not?
Yeah, and another thing here is that I can see that today's our participant here is retailers with a lot of outlets, right? Chain outlets. So what it means that if let's say a customer walk into your first shop, your shop A, they bought something and they are very potential customers, while they really will have high spending power, for example. And then after that, when they go to your shop B, so by right, if today you don't have the data, you wouldn't know that this is a potential customers. So what is the right thing for business to do is that if we know that they are potential customers, we have to convert them to a loyal customers. So without this data, we don't even know them, and we don't even know how to recommend them the right products and even give the right, service, or to give them some surprise maybe in our business. So we are unable to do all these things without CRM. And the next part is when we talk about unorganized customer data. So you say just now you keep all this paper inside the cabinet, even though maybe now we have pen drives to take all this data, but it's so unorganized. So when we want to launch a marketing campaign, how we look at this data, also don't know our customer preference, also don't know what's the right way to even target at them.
Then after that, it also take us a lot of time to go and update all our customer details, because imagine like in Senheng, we already have 2.7 million of customer data. So let's say if we are still doing the manual way, what it means is that every time we got to go in and go and update, what's the customer new address, new handphone number. So it takes us a lot of time. And let's say we finish, finally, we come to the last customer, the last update, it's time for us to go back to update the first one already.
Yeah, can you imagine that if let's say Senheng is 30 years in this business, when I first joined, maybe I'm like still single lah. Maybe after 30 years, probably I have kids or grandkids already. So I think of course my preference, the thing I want to buy, it's also different. So I think this is also like a headache. Like how are we going to update all this information for our customers? And the last thing is talking about paperless initiative. If we do not have paperless initiative, it means that we still need to give out what paper vouchers, paper receipts to our customers. Definitely, do you know that what are the issues we have if we're still using paper?
So for me, sometimes when I receive all these vouchers, I might accidentally misplace it. Or you know, sometimes like raining, right? Then the vouchers kena water.
Ayo,
so
cannot
like,
see or like that.
Cannot even use already sometimes. So I feel like a bit wasted lah.
Yeah, so I think there are a lot of issues involved if we still use paper. So and our business grow and grow, more and more documents. How can we handle all these things without like a CRM? We can't do that. Okay, let's see what are the things that we need to do if we want to start CRM. The first part, of course, come, Mari, Lilo. Okay, come and join us as a member registration app.
Yeah, but normally when I look at the member recruiting process, it's like very not flexible for business because like if the business want me to sign up for their membership, they will tell me to go to the outlet, then they give me the papers and ask me to fill up. So it's like very not flexible. And then after that, we also have to key in the data. Customers fill out the form, right? Then we have to key in the data into our system. So it's like a lot of data entry that we need to do over there. But the process does not even end there, because after we key in, the next step is we need to look at filing the data, right? Because you cannot be just leaving it at the counter, the cashier there, right?
That's true. And so let's look at the first one, not flexible member recruitment. Like what you say that why are some retailers need us to go drive all the way to their offline outlets? For me, right, so during MCO time, I see like a lot of online promotion. But today, if let's say I want to use their membership, become a member, I have to drive to offline outlets. So for me, probably I wouldn't go because, you know, COVID, MCO, so maybe I want to stay at home. So this is also the challenge. And for retailer, why are we doing all this? Is because we need to verify, you know, their identity, make sure that, hey, this Hui is a real Hui, you know, and to sign all this PDPA form. Yeah, so this is the challenge for retailers.
So then, of course, after that, we also want to pass them the membership card. That's why we want them to come to us.
Yeah, and do you have any experience when you are being recruited as a member?
For me, normally, for example, when I want to go and sign up for the membership, then they'll give me the forms, right? And then when I'm filling up the forms, sometimes you notice that normally there's a long queue behind, you know, everyone's like waiting for you, because whenever we want to fill the membership form, it's always at the cashier, the point that we are,
process, right?
the checkout point. So then when you see so many customers over there, so sometimes I feel very, very pressured because I don't want to take so much of their time. You know, they will feel very unhappy about me. So I write very, very fast, you know, like, almost like a scribble, and try to give as least information as I can. So I give like only the, you know, the important one.
The star one, right?
Yeah.
The one that they ask you to fill up. So you say you feel very fast, it means that your handwriting not very nice, right?
Sometimes I think I write also, I cannot really read what I write. Like sometimes I write my 6 also look like 8.
Yeah, doctor's handwriting. So if let's say our handwriting is like that, then how are the shopkeeper, how are they keying into the system? Would they have like make some errors? Yeah, make some errors. For example, like your phone number, if let's say your 6 they read as 8, they key in the wrong phone number. They couldn't contact you, even though you join as a member. They can't push promotion to you. They can't even communicate with you. I think a bit sayang lah.
Wasted lah the effort. Like you spend so long to collect customer data, by the end you cannot even contact them. Then what's the point? Yeah. So after that, after we have already filled out the form, then after that the cashier need to enter it into their system. So when they are entering, so sometimes there's chances that they key in wrongly as well. And let's say after the cashier, they key in the data into the system, then these documents will then be sent back to HQ. So maybe HQ over there, they have a different system where they need to key in again. So if multiple re-entry, it means that higher chance of us making errors again.
Yeah, I think the time here spent is very, very long. You know, like for me lah, my previous experience when from the moment that I fill up the form until I get my membership card, usually it takes about 15 minutes. Yeah, so this is definitely like, wow, you know, such a long process just to join this as a member. So we may think for customers that, we already joined as a member. Maybe we think that, already finished this registration process. It's true for customers, but it's not true for retailers.
Because retailers then after we need to go and take all these documents, we need to go and file it up, right? You cannot just leave there. So then because in Malaysia we have a law that we need to keep all these documents for 7 years. So imagine how many paper do we need to keep. Let's say you have 2 million over customers, 3 million over customers. Do you have enough space to keep the documents for 7 years or not? I think you need to buy a bungalow probably to keep the data.
Buy a bungalow to keep the data. I'm like, wow, that's a huge investment in this. I think we can use a bungalow to do something more meaningful,
Yeah.
So how can we do that? All right, the first one we want to look at, is member registration app. How can we have this app to enable our customers to register and make this process even easier? And how can we make sure the information is accurate? And here we use dual security control with OCR. OCR basically is a scan at IC, so the information is accurate, and as well as the OTP code.
So now with this solution, what happens is we give the customers more flexibility to do the registration for membership. They can do it online or even offline. So sometimes retailers, they only offer you promotions or discounts whenever you have the membership.
Yes.
So now what it means is that customers, although they are staying at home, they go to your online website, they can just register for the membership easily and receive the discount from you. So it means you encourage them to purchase more from you as well.
Yeah, because this is an app, so it's anywhere, anytime. So next thing, after we already fill out all this information, so all the details will auto sync. So no need key in one by one, send to HQ, all no need already, because all auto sync to the system. And what's a good thing here is that in the previous time when we need to key in one by one, so sometimes the system takes maybe 50 minutes or 1 day or 2 days to process it. So it means we cannot use our membership directly or immediately. So here, auto sync, it means straight away you can use your membership already. So it is more convenient for our customers.
Yeah, and of course, because of this, we are able to achieve paperless initiative, because now you don't have to buy the bungalow anymore. You just need to give customers a tablet or maybe a laptop for them to key in or sign up for the membership directly, and all these details will be stored in the system, so you can see there's no paper involved over here.
And what I would say is that CRM is definitely one of the most impressive solutions we have in Senheng. So now we want to share with you what are the steps or how Senheng used this member registration app. And we started using this since October 2015. The first thing here is that if let's say the customer choose to go to offline outlets, to register for these members, we pass this tablet to them. They can select, one of the programs, the +1 programs. As you can see here, actually we have more and more programs. It means that, customer can choose different kind of loyalty programs. After that, very easy. Just ask them to take out their MyCard, their IC. We use the OCR technology to scan. When we scan, right, all the information pump into the form. Wow, no need to fill up. So nice, so easy. And the only thing that we require them to fill up is their mobile number. Because after we key in already, we request for OTP. Then the mobile phone request, get OTP already. Just need to key this into the app and then sign, submit, and done.
Wow, I can see that this process is very fast, because we only need to key in one thing. So I believe it's maybe it takes only 1 or 2 minutes.
It's really fast. No need to queue up. No need to worry. People queue up behind you. Because last time it's 15 minutes. Now it's 2 minutes. And I think the best part here is that we can ensure that the information is 100% accurate. The MyCard sure correct one, right? And the mobile number definitely correct.
Sure.
So we don't have to worry. And this is becomes a very seamless process for the customers and also the retailers to start this registration process.
So after we have looked at how can we recruit our customers, then the next thing is we want to look at how can we reward our customers, because if we just get them to sign up but we don't give them any vouchers, we don't reward them, then at the end they feel no point for them to go and still renew their membership with you.
But before that, why do we need member rewards? Is because the first thing here, we can increase our RFM, recency, frequency, and monetary value. So recency is how recent did they purchase. Frequency is how frequent do they buy, once a year, twice a year, or 10 times a year. key monetary value, how much money or they spend from your stores.
And you know, because like Senheng, we want to target different customer segments. That's why you can see we even offer our customers different loyalty programs. So whenever we have each of the loyalty programs, they have different benefits to suit the different lifestyle of our customers. So what it means now, we are able to serve our customer better, and it means higher loyalty from our customer, and we can retain them longer.
Yeah, you can see the statistics here. 93% of Senheng sales actually are generated, from our +1 members. So you can see that, wow, this is the very impressive result. Definitely CRM, definitely member reward is something that we must have in our business. So let's look at the first one, the challenges, talking about rewards and point redemption. Because when we talk about high cost, retention marketing is definitely very high cost, like TV or billboards, all these are, I think, 100,000 and more. So to retain them is really, wow, the pocket must be very deep, only
very
can do.
Deep, big pocket to keep a lot of money,
Yeah, and then after that, after we spend so much money, but do they like our promotion? Do they like our rewards? We wouldn't know because we can't really track all these things. And by the time when they want to reward, thinking about our member reward, the redemption process, is it easy or is it troublesome for your customers?
So the first one, why we want to say high cost, because you can see the brochure over here is like very colorful. So even for myself, whenever I see the retailer, the brochure is like so colorful, it will attract me to go and like open up the brochure, even take one copy home to go and view it later on. That's why most retailers, they try to print their brochures in color. And here we also want to share with you our Senheng brochures.
Yeah, because we say exclusive example, right? Definitely we want to take a very precious document and share with all of you here today. So this is what we use to send to our customers. Every Members Day, we will send this to our customers to tell them, hey, what is the promotion? So let me share with you what's inside here.
Wow.
So this is our 32nd Members Day, in 2015. Yeah, do you want to take a look?
Alright, so let's see. Wow, there's like so many products inside, and wow, so many vouchers that I can go and use to claim and redeem as well.
But
I can see like the items are like very small.
Yeah, I think I need some magnifying glass to look at this. But why are we using this small information? Because Senheng Members Day, we want to give a lot of promotion deals for our customers. So we want to include everything here. So you can see that it's very small. And the thing here is, when we send this, definitely there's a cost involved. We want to keep this as light as possible. So that is why everything is so small. Yeah, and also not only this leaflet, we also colorful. So you are definitely attracted to these colors, right? And also there are some vouchers over here. Yeah, you can see the paper vouchers. Last time before we transform.
50 ringgit.
Wow, here I see got 2,000 ringgit. Oh, wow, I really love this. I definitely go and buy. Got 2,000 ringgit voucher. So I think all these things are really exciting. When we want to get our members to enjoy the rewards. But the thing here that our retailer needs to bear the cost. So for this envelope, right? Do you know how much it costs?
1 ringgit 25 cents, as you can see from the screen. And because we have like 3 times member day in a year, so it means we have to send this document 3 times to our customer. And at that point of time, we have only 600,000 of members. So imagine the cost is already 2.25 million. So imagine now Senheng, we have like 2.7 million customers. The cost is going to be very expensive. So this is like, I think
it's very costly when we want to retain our customers. After spending money, okay, let's see. I don't even know. The thing here is I can't track customer behavior because I don't even know this envelope will reach my customer house or not. Because I don't know they got change address or not. I don't even know whether they open my envelope, look at it or not. Or I don't even know which page do they like the most. And whether they like it or they forgot to redeem the vouchers. All these things, some of them they may be interested but they forgot to go. Yeah, maybe they're busy so they forgot to go. So all these things, we have no data, no insights. So how can we, even improve ourselves? to know our customers' preferences or
And
behaviors.
let's say the customer now want to go and redeem the reward, right?
Yeah.
Then I feel that sometimes the retailers are making this process very, difficult for customers as well. So for example, previously when I wanted to buy something from this retailer, so I like collected a lot of the items, go and take a lot of products that I wanted to buy. So I go all the way to the cashier, and when I want to make payment, okay, then I ask them, because I have the membership, so I ask them, sorry, today I forgot to bring my membership card, but can you check in the system whether can you retrieve my customer data or not, so I can get the discount. Then the person tell me like, sorry miss, if you don't have the card means no discount. So I feel like, wow, I really signed up, and now I just want to use my membership, the rewards that you give me, and you don't allow me just because I forgot to bring the card.
Yeah, and when you talk about this reminds me last time I have this sticker ball. So we need to like collect stickers and paste here. And why do we have this background? It's because for the confidentiality and privacy, we don't want to expose the retailer. So this is what we traditionally ask our customers to do. Wow, how many stickers? Sometimes stickers so small, maybe you just drop on the floor, also don't know. So in this way, I think it's very hard for customers to even enjoy and redeem those rewards. And that's why I think this is also one of the reasons. Also, when we use paper vouchers, you may see that this is a paper, very light. So maybe we forgot where do we put all these vouchers. So that's why a lot of customers, they have a low voucher redemption rate.
Or sometimes I believe customers, what happens because it's paper, right?
Yes.
They can just duplicate it easily, just go and print it as many copies as they want. What it means is like we are not rewarding the right customers anymore.
Yeah, and also for retailer, we also don't know, because there's no name here. There's no name here, so we also cannot verify. So I don't think this is a very good option, using this process, a good option for our both retailers as well as the customers. We say, customers are our lovers. So how can we even love them? So hard to redeem all these things. How do we show our love? So with this, we're going to introduce you the member reward and point redemption.
Yeah, so the objective of this is for you to look at how you can reward your customers. For example, in Senheng, we are using Easy Credit. We're giving our customers the P1 rewards points, voucher and coupon. So this is something that you can look at for your business as well. And when you mentioned about Easy Credit over here, I believe it's as good as cash. It's like a cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I really love this because I redeemed a few times already to buy more and more products from Senheng. So it's definitely something like excites customers, something attract customers and feel love in this process. So let's look at the next one. Next slide. So when we talk about membership reward points, I always had this habit, I would say, because I like to plan everything. So even when I sign up membership, I would plan what the rewards I can get, whether it's worth it or not, then I sign up. So I will plan, how do I use this point? What are products I want to redeem? So if let's say today, normally what I receive is like a monthly statement to look at the points, and sometimes I forgot where I put those letters, those statements. So what happens is I will call the customer care center and ask, hey, sorry, can you help me to check my points? Yeah, maybe I can do one time Then the next day, maybe I forgot already. I call again. So I feel like this process makes me like I can't really check my membership points. But if today we have this app, right, customers, no matter what kind of style they have, they can straight away check the app, what are points they have and how can they redeem. So it's very easy for them. Then customer also feel very secure, like, I can redeem this. Hey, when is my expiry date? So all of this is very transparent and it's available to all the customers.
Yeah, so they don't have to worry that they forgot to redeem their points as well. And then after that, we can also push more, vouchers to our customers. And now we are not giving them any more, physical copy of vouchers. So what happens is customers, they can just go to their app and they can see what are some of the vouchers that you are pushing to them. Yeah, so they can redeem the vouchers immediately and they don't have to worry that they forgot to bring the voucher.
Yeah, and when you talk about vouchers, then I remember in the beginning, we talked about 113 million of sales from the 250 ringgit vouchers. Wow, this is definitely something like a marketing strategy, for us to look into. How can we use this voucher and this paperless vouchers, to generate all the sales and income for our business? How can we use this to increase our FM? Yeah, recency, frequency, and monetary value, and how can we increase ROI from our digital marketing?
So by giving our customers all this convenience, I believe that we are able to gain high customer loyalty them. So you can see through the app itself, we can also offer our customers a lot of attractive deals, and the best part now is we are able to track their behavior. So let's say we see this customer keep searching for a lot of electrical items or home appliances, then we might be wondering, is this customer going to move house, that's why he needs a lot of electrical items? Yeah, then once we know, this customer really needs to, really is planning to move house, and we can push them special promotions or maybe like bundle deals to encourage them to purchase more. And we also know which are the products that this customer like, and in the future we can also recommend them similar products.
Yeah, so all in all, is like the question here for all of us, how can we use these rewards? How can we use all this reward to attract our customers or to make them, to turn them into our loyal customers? Okay, the next part we want to talk about is a Members Day, Senheng Members Day, because I want to share with you what are the approach that Senheng use, and perhaps you can take this as an inspiration or some ideas so that you can implement in your business. Here you can see that during each Members Day, we have 3 Members Day in a year. So every Members Day, we will push this 250 ringgit voucher to all the members. So can you calculate 3 Members Day, each Member Day is 100 ringgit vouchers.
Wow, that means in 1 year I get like 300 ringgit to just spend. So it's like bonus for me. And I feel
that is a reward to all the customers, and after that we want our customers to redeem all these vouchers, to go to the offline store or even online to redeem all these things. And the best part here is that, you remember the brochure, it says Big Bang promotion. It's just like durian runto. It's like, wow, all the durians dropping from the sky, and wow, I want to grab the opportunities, grab the deals. Yeah, this definitely makes me feel very energetic right now. Every time I see promotion on Members Day, I remember last year, Senheng's Members Day, I keep looking at this Big Bang. I'm like, which product can I buy? I think I need this, or I definitely need this. I want to use my points. So this definitely is like heaven for all our members. It's like a paradise. We love this shopping and those promotion, these rewards. I think it's a very, very good way for us to retain our customers' loyalty.
So then it's time for all the retailers here to look at how you want to reward your customers now, okay? Because now there's so many options that we can do.
Yeah, some of us, we may not have a Members Day. So perhaps you think, is this Member Day suitable for my business? No problem, you can use this idea. I think we are also very happy to see all of you business growing, and then we are sharing the ideas here so that we hope that you can take some of the ideas and knowledge back with you.
So after we have looked at rewarding our customers, the next thing we want to look at is the member utility app. Because normally you see whenever we go and buy something, right, the retailers will always give us a lot of documents, a lot of paper documents like receipts, the sales order, or even sometimes like the delivery order or the warranty card, or so many documents. So sometimes there's a problem. Okay, let's say we want to redeem warranty. So normally when we want to redeem warranty, it's like 2-3 years later, right? So we always tell ourselves that we'll keep this warranty card in like a very safe place. But 2-3 years later, suddenly we realize that we cannot find the document anymore. And let's say if we cannot find the document, then we have to go and call the customer service, and they have to transfer us to many departments just to help us to check this issue.
Yeah, and also without all this, without using paperless, how are we going to carry out this customer satisfaction survey? Do we ask them to fill out paper, or how are we doing this? So these are some of questions for us to think about. What are the problems we will encounter, if we continue to use this paper documents without this member utility app. So the first one, talking about receipts. Okay. So I think normally for me when I keep receipts, right, I always think, wow, this receipt is very precious. This warranty is very precious. I'm gonna keep in this box. Wow, I'm gonna remember this. I will never forget this, because this is the safest place. But what happens is, after spring cleaning or after a few years, when I want to search for these receipts, I'm thinking, where did I put those receipts? Where is my safest place?
Missing already suddenly.
No longer safe already. So maybe after searching for the whole house, finally with all the sweats and tears, I managed to find my receipts. And then I realized, these receipts, can you see?
Well, it's like faded already because it's like so many years ago, right?
Yeah, so how many of you, like me, have all these faded receipts at your home? Could you just type yes inside the chat group so that I know how many of you are facing the same problems as me?
Yes.
Yeah, so today we want to share with you something. You know, you can see the receipts that I'm holding here. This is a very precious document for Senheng because this is what we use to give to our customers, the paper receipts, you know, before we transform, of course, you know, back in 2015. So actually this receipt is a very long receipt. Yeah, so later we'll show you the picture. So a very long receipt, about 6 of this for 1 copy. Yeah, so we have sales order 1 copy, then invoice 1 copy, delivery order 1 copy. So can you imagine 6 times 3 is like 18 of these papers to our customers. And why are we doing all this? Why are we using so much paper? It's because, you know, sometimes customers, they buy a few products, like 4 or 5 products, and what we want to do is we want to include all the details. We love customers, we want to include everything, like their product specification, or even like, their warranty details, expiry date, and also information regarding the service. So it becomes a very long, and imagine that, you know, when I want to claim warranty, the receipt already faded.
Yeah,
what will
so
you do?
Normally when the receipt's already faded, then I have no choice. So I have to go back to the outlet, or maybe I try my luck, right? I call the salesperson that I deal with in the past. So I ask them whether, hey, do you still have my transaction details or not? Can you help me to check about my warranty because I want to claim warranty? And then the salesperson will be like, I think you can check with customer service because I don't have the documents over with me anymore because like your purchase was 2 years ago. Then the salesperson will say, you wait I pass you to the customer service. So now they pass me to the customer service, and then after that they will ask me to explain my case again. So I have to go and tell the customer service my name, my details, and to explain my entire situation again. Then the customer service, maybe they'll tell me that because we are customer service only, we don't have your details. Maybe you need to check with the warranty department. Wow, then now they pass me to the third person again. How many times you want to pass me? And every time they pass, I have to repeat everything again.
It seems like it's a very long process. It's like very troublesome. I think in the end, we not reward our customers, we make our customers even angrier. Yeah, this is all because there's no data transparency, because everything is paper. You know, we store in one place only, right? So that's why we have to transfer here, transfer there. So I have a friend, you know, recently, because nowadays we want to change phone, right? You know, now a lot of mobile phone plans, and she want to change her plan to get a phone for about 500 ringgit. Yeah, so she went to this store. Yeah, so to this store to change. So when she want to change plans, right, the salesperson say, oh, sorry miss, I think I don't have your data. Could you just call the customer service?
Oh, but she's already at the store itself, and then you ask the customer to call customer service or not.
Yeah, exactly. It's very funny. It's like, you know, you call customer service in front of the salesperson. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me, like, because, you know, because of all this data transparency, only certain departments hold certain information. So that's why for customers, they feel like, wow, very troublesome. I have to find this person for this information. I have to find another department for this information. So definitely this is like, wow, customers, I think they become more angry or frustrated because of all these processes. So the next one, what is happening next after this challenge? Wow, customer satisfaction survey.
Yeah, so normally after customers made a purchase from us, we also want to know about the customer's experience, right? We want to know where can we improve. But the problem is most of the time we hand out physical survey form. So maybe the customer, for example, like me, normally after I buy a product, right, I won't want to spend any longer in the shop. So then the salesperson will want me to fill up the survey form. So I tell her, okay I take first, I go home, I fill up, then I come back and give you.
But do you?
No, so normally what happens is I take already, I go back home, I got so many other things that I need to do, so I just put it aside, and then, you know, as days pass, I don't know where the paper went.
So it means you never give the feedback, and in that way I feel like retailers lose out a lot of feedback just because of this. And I think one of the things here is that if I'm a regular customer, every time if I use paper survey, I have to key in, write my personal details over and over again. And some of the approach by retailers is common approach is that they conduct this customer satisfaction survey once a year. But the question here is, imagine this. You buy some products in January and they ask you about their feedback in December. Do you remember?
Even yesterday what I eat also I forgot already. You want me to remember what I bought in January?
Yeah, so exactly, and this is one of the challenges. We really love customer feedback. We want to know how we can improve our services. But using this process, it just makes this process even harder. And we want to share with you something. Like last time, Senheng also used to conduct customer satisfaction survey once a year. Yeah, so that our database is about 100k customers, and we engage outside third party agency to help us to do this. And the fee is about 1.50 ringgit per lead. So times 100k customers, it means about 150k just to conduct this.
But we spend so much money. How's the response like?
The response is about 3 to 4% already. Like what you say you don't even remember what you ate yesterday. So that's why we get a very, very low rate here. It's about 3 to 4k customers only.
Yeah, so then we want to look at how can we give our customers more convenience then. So this is where we want to introduce to you the member utility app. So the objective of this member utility app is to provide a platform for your customers to go and view all their receipts, the warranty status, and other utility documents that are important to them.
Yeah, so with this member utility app, we can easily access to all documents. Just now I saw Cairo, Kang, Chun, and Jason. They say that they have faded receipts. So with this app, no worries already. Because using this app, you can easily find your receipts, your warranty status, all the details are actually stored in the app. And I can guarantee you, your receipts will never be faded because it's always stored in your app.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry that you cannot find it anymore. So then after that, we are able to reduce the cost related to paper as well. So remember just now we show you the Senheng receipts. We give our customers such a long document as the one you can see in the picture over there. So you can see 1 month, Senheng always spend about 780 boxes in a year. In a year, we always spend about 780 boxes
of paper. I think we use 780 boxes of paper, and each box is about 80 ringgit. And 1 year, you know how much we spend?
748,000 just on paper. So you can see from just now until now, we always see a lot of cost involved in the business. So the question is, we want to look at how we can save our costs, right? So we have more money to do other things.
Yeah, and this 748,800 does not include, the maintenance the printer ribbon repair cost. So definitely it's very, very costly. Like what you say is that using this app, wow, we can save so much money, because in this app we can view so many things like the order form, the tax invoice, delivery order, and the best part here is that we can retrieve it anywhere, anytime. Yeah, so we don't have to worry, need to call customer service or not, because everything we stored that, and it becomes very simple for customers.
And another benefit of the member utility app is that now with this app, we'll be able to have higher interaction with our customers. So you can see even like for our Senheng app, we have a quick chat function in the app. So customers, they can type in their enquiries and we'll be able to reply them directly from there. And also now with this app, we can invite customers to fill out the survey form right after they make a purchase. So you don't have to wait normally until end of the year in order to collect feedback. So you can receive feedback immediately and do the improvements that you need or other important decisions.
And talking about this interaction with customers, when we want to send out promotion, remember just now the envelope that I show you with the brochure. So last time you spent about 2.25 million. So for now it's like we don't have to restrict ourselves to send 3 times a year only, because we can send as frequently as possible and it's free. So that we can it maintain the active interaction with our customers, so customers also won't simply delete our apps right?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of things going on, a lot of vouchers that we're sending to them. So this is definitely a very, very good platform, a good tools for us to have this interaction with customers, because the more interaction we have, the more likely they're going to stay with us.
So now we're going to share with you some case study of Senheng app. So from here, you'll be able to generate some ideas of how you want to design your own app as well.
Yeah, so you can see what this app can do, what are things that I can include here. So in this Senheng app, we actually launched since July 2016, and there are a lot of things here. So you can see the menu box, menu taskbar, and also in the middle you can see or not, wow, the loyalty card, membership card design. So last time we always take the physical one, right?
Yeah.
So now whenever we print a new design, we have to spend money. But for here, if we use app, right, so we won't even need to worry about the design because we can straight away change already. And also you can have, customer can also get access to all our 105 outlets from here.
So in our app, we have actually 7 main modules. So we have the membership, rewards, marketing, online shop, and then after that we have warranty and services, customer service, and communication. So let's look at all these modules.
The first one, membership. So here you can see that we can see all our data here, my profile, how many points we have, right? So here we also can update our membership, information, like if let's say we change number and stuff, we can update here, our profile.
And then the rewards, this is where customers, they can immediately see all their points directly in the app. So we don't have to worry about calling the customer service to get our points, to know how much points we have. And the next one after that, we also have like marketing.
Because we have different marketing strategies like promotion, EDM or TV commercial, newsletter, or even if we want to organize contests, we also can have all these contests in our app.
And in the app itself, they can also see the online shop, so they can do all the shopping directly in the app. And other than that, we also have the warranty and services.
Yeah, talking about online shop, right? After they purchase, they can see all the products here. And the thing about warranty, we no longer have to rely on the receipts. We can see all the details, expiry date, different products, all also can be accessed through the apps.
So then after that, the communication part. So this is where, remember we talked about the app where customers, we have the quick chat functions. So customers can send in their inquiry directly through the system and we'll be able to reply them immediately.
So you can see here that there's a process to it, right? So we can select our type of inquiry. After we fill already, I think the best part here, we have a live chat. Live chat, it means that when we receive this inquiry, we'll be able to check, what this customer purchased, what is the background and the information. So when we can respond to customers, it's a lot more accurate, can help them. And after that, they can also give us some rating and survey, how they like our service. So let's look more into quick chat.
Yeah, so quick chat, this system is actually adapted from Uber and Grab where we aim to give our customers the fastest response. So how it works is whenever customers send in the inquiry, this inquiry will then be sent to the nearest outlet that is closest to the customer. So then the team manager, which is the outlet manager, has 30 minutes to reply. So let's say if he's busy, the inquiry will then push to the next nearest outlet. So this team manager again has 30 minutes. So let's say these 2 team managers did not reply. So by the next day, the inquiry will be sent over to the customer care center and the customer care center will reply our customers.
Yeah, I think when you talk about Uber or Grab, you say that the nearest team manager, right? So this app can detect the customer's location through GPS so that we can help the customers if let's say they want to go to the nearest outlets, so that we will direct these inquiries to the nearest outlet manager. So talking about the last modules, customer service, NPS, the Net Promoter Score. So no more paper survey. So now what we do is that we are using this internationally recognized standard we call Net Promoter Score that can help us to detect how loyal our customers are. And this is a very simple one question. No need to fill out so many things. So this question asks, how likely do you recommend Senheng to your family or friends? They just have to just rate 1 to 10. Just one button, they can directly give us feedback already. And I think this is a very good way for us to engage our customers. They can do it directly after the purchase.
Yeah, so let's look at the results then. So previously we were using the manual way and you see our response is like 3% to 4%. But now we have managed to get 30% of response rate. So it's like a very big jump over there. And because with bigger sample size, it means that our data will be more accurate. So why why are we able to get more response from customers is because now we conduct the survey the next day itself. So customers will remember their experience, right?
Yeah, and I think the best part of this NPS is that because it's using a system, right? So they can recognize if let's say a customer gives 9 or 10, wow, means very good, right? So what we can do is that we can push them like, hey, can you help me to help us to write a positive review, for people who want to recommend. But however, for people who are not satisfied, customers who are frustrated, not satisfied, so that we also can prompt our customer service team to take the right actions, perhaps to find out what are the things they're not satisfied and how can we help them. So with this NPS, we are able to respond to our customer feedback immediately. So all in all, we have already covered all the 7 modules of Senheng app. So the question here, you look through the CRM, perhaps you have a lot of questions inside your mind. How can I start to transform? What are the steps I need to take? And sometimes we feel that, wow, we always say CRM is so important. But you may have thoughts like, hey, got so easy or not? Wow, got so good or not? All these thoughts are very good because you start thinking, and to be honest, implementing all CRM or solutions, it definitely takes time. Like saying, it takes 5 to 6 years to implement, right? To even transform. So the first challenge when we want to implement CRM, we need to think about delivery. How do we develop customer-centric business strategies? Because today we talk about transformation. We need to involve everyone in the company. It's like we are all in the same boat. How can we all drive this boat to the right directions? How can we drive them to adopt these customers-focused business strategies? Because all of us here today, we can become that person to kickstart this transformation. We can say to our team members like, hey, let's start this. How are we doing that? And after, second one is how do we retool our business functions? How do we look at our current processes? Is there any flaw? Is there anything that we can improve? What are the gaps over there? How can we minimize the gaps?
And of course, after that, we want to find the right vendor who is able to give us like the Pang Lang Sang option, right?
Yes, of course.
So, the question I believe most retailers here will have is like, how much does it cost? And how long does it take? Do we need 5 to 6 years just like Senheng, or can we get it faster?
That's a very good question, and let's look at this. So with this e-commerce automation solution, it only takes us 6 to 9 months. Okay, not years, months. And it is as affordable as 52,500 ringgit only.
And the monthly subscription fees will be 7,000 for a minimum of 20 users. And let's say if you have an additional user, all you need to top up is just 350 per user. So it's like quite affordable.
So we have already shared with you the pricing, also the time, and of course, some of us, we may need to take time to consider. Okay, so now let's move on to our Q&A session. Like what we shared with you just now, we have compiled some of the questions. So the first question is from Lennis Ng from Droppy. So question is, how do you get buy-in for non-tech savvy business operators to adopt digital solutions? I would say this is a very excellent question because it means that you start thinking, how can you transform? Alright, there are 3 key points I want to share with you here today. How do we kickstart? Number 1 is willingness to learn. So how open are you to learn digital solutions, and how are you getting this information? For example, what are the providers that can give you the updated, the right knowledge of you? So for example, SHRA are currently here. So SHRA is very specialized in retail knowledge. This is the first one, willingness to learn. Number 2, after you learn all these things, how are you processing the information? How are you using this information and brainstorm with your team? Because not all information or not every approach is suitable for your business. So of course we give and take. We take whatever is suitable. So number 2 is the brainstorming with your team. Number 3 is commitment. So how much are you guys willing or ready to invest in digital solution, and how much commitment you guys are willing to put into it? Because transformation, we take the whole board, all the company to start with it and to make sure that we end and implement the solution. So the 3 things, willingness to learn, brainstorming, as well as commitment.
So we have the second question, which is from Mark. So Mark mentioned that packing operations and logistic costs are the 2 biggest headache in e-commerce, especially when the products are heavy, made of glass and fragile. So while the sales volume may still be a bit small in the beginning, what are the possible ways to ensure good ROI and securing good logistic partner that doesn't charge a bomb? So to summarize, I believe Mark is asking about the logistic partner. So in this regard, thank you for your question first, but unfortunately SHRA won't be able to provide you the answer on these areas because we are not experts in these areas. So but if you have any other e-commerce questions related to e-commerce automation, we'll be happy to answer you. Yeah.
Okay, and we also have another question from Mark. Yeah, just now I also saw a comment from Mark in the comment box. Okay, thanks Mark for asking the questions. So number 3, let me read for you, yeah? Starting an e-commerce website may be costly. So some recommend Shopline or Shopify since they have already the ready tools for complete e-commerce website. So what is the estimated budget for a practical and functional e-commerce website that's equipped with CRM for direct email marketing and so on? And any recommended partners we can work with? So to answer this question, setting up e-commerce website is very important for us to choose the right partner, to choose the right vendor. Of course, there are a lot of tools out there, like what you say, Shopify. Okay, so the question here is that if let's say today some of the platforms they cater for certain business sizes. So for example, some platform cater for a small business size. The thing here is that when you grow your business, right, you have different types of e-commerce, so it's a time for you to think, is this platform ready or suitable for me or not? Or do you need certain customization? So if let's say you're looking into growing a business big, so the question is that do you use different platforms, or how are you going to do this? So I would really encourage you, since you are here today, I encourage you to explore this with Senheng, because Senheng is very specialized with different sizes of e-commerce businesses. They will be happy to answer your questions as well. So thank you everybody for asking this question, beloved MRCA members. So if all of you still have some questions in your mind, you feel free to scan this QR code, and then you'll be redirected to our new retail solutions expert. We are really, really happy to answer all your questions.
Yeah, and before you go, we would also like to hear from you. So maybe you can go over to our SH Retail Academy Facebook page to drop us some reviews about your learnings for today's 2.5 hour session.
Yeah, and thank you so much for everybody, to join this program and also to even participate in this chat. I could see that, wow, there are a lot of engagement over there. So we really, really hope that you could drop us a review and share your experience. Yeah, so maybe you think that there are people who need this solution or to need this program. Feel free to recommend it to them or leave this positive review for us. Thank you so much, and we wish you, to have a good week ahead, and wish everybody stay safe and stay healthy. And we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.